We pledge love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone. We not for make this country fall. Mama Salone.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
Yes, Bamboo. Una good evening, una good afternoon, good morning, wherever una do. We don't come back today. We don't come back for can look at waiting there for benefits Sierra Leone. And waiting there for benefits Sierra Leone is that we for understand waiting they go on and work with waiting they go on. 64 years, we don't practice the politics of blaming, condemning, cursing, fighting, and that even take we to an unnecessary war, where the effects of the war they only make the situation of the country worse. Because one fact we therefore accept is that the greatest damage where the war do to Sierra Leone are the psyche of the people it destroy. Today you have Sierra Leoneans that seem to be well dressed, but they are mad people walking all over the place. They are mad because of trauma. Not all them wish for be mad, but the responsibility of a class of people we call themselves politicians, the responsibility of a class of people where they pass as intellectuals. We now understand, say, we are all interconnected and that the action of one person they affect all others. Today, we get a nation highly traumatized, and every day what you hear from that country is not good for see or hear. Most of these things when they happen, you would want to sit down and ask yourself, why is it that all these bad things they happen at Sierra Leone? That's what God in wish you. Now we, the human beings, now we created. Because we have been a very irresponsible nation. Rather than we take responsibility of our actions, we always the point, now then they do so, now then they do so. Till them begin talk, we have a PhD culture, put him down. Now it is affecting us face to face. It is affecting us face to face, and we get to face the naked reality. That the way they think, don't put you inside the gutter. The way they think, don't put you inside bush. And at the end of the day, because of the way they think, we elect somebody we can physically manifest all the bad things about Sierra Leone. And we are still cursing and blaming him after we created him. In 2018, I did one in a group that if Salone elects Julius Maada, they go swear the day and damn the hour. Somebody argue me, then delete me. Do I care? No, I don't. This is the power of knowledge. Knowledge is the representative of God. God is knowledge. Today, we are coming to look at all the things that will happen under Julius Maada bill, waiting at the lessons what we supposed to learn, and how that will help we for go through if we care to learn. If we don't care to learn, well, let us be prepared for the war. But before they go before, allow me to host this.
Nabonde se wana ya wisie. Mami nu seke nungu sikuri nutu. Famule mina kabo plenty kushe. Well, eti una no. Limba mande na ikona eno defend nobody iplaba na make them the same mande because you no one commit crime way others than they commit. So we limba man say mande, they ask if mande because you no one for contaminate anybody in your dwelling. But Pajalo, I stand with you. You are correct. Waiting the wise man they see, where sit on a bench. Full man of the see Amaleki claim up cotton tree. Waiting you talk but now waiting wisdom allow you for talk. And we all talk that talk day. Then feel to say with the try for whip emotions for deny Maada electability. The man was not electable. But when we take somebody we not qualify for be doctor, una make a doctor, people must die. And now we all see what's in the happen. You talk about the issue of drugs. Drugs, nothing way we know how people can get into drugs. But who people know they go into drugs willy-nilly? No, circumstances, they push them. And me and you two don't talk now over and over about the trauma where Salone people that don't go through. The 11-year war, what will people then go through? And besides the war, the parts or the thing where cause more trauma with people. Now poverty. Poverty na thing way bad. Poverty bad past war. And we person Paul, it totally despondent. It lost hope. Then they talk for say person for dream. How you go dream when you know they sleep? For let you dream, you get for sleep. Now, what thing I don't do, people and we get psychological damage, people and we get financial desperation, Then go put drug na the mist. It's like where you put Usa Rata then get that you put Bongahead. The Bongahead not they survive. It's like Usa School then get that you put granite. No problem. Usa go pick then get that you go put palm kernel. No problem. So this na a very dangerous mix. Now we country where socially deprived, country where financially poor, emotionally poor, intellectually poor, politically poor. You don't care drugs gonna they miss. Before the drugs can be vulnerable. Vulnerable people and drugs not they mix. So now a very dangerous situation, Pajalo. And this is what happens when you get a reckless person as a leader.
Well, we can say conveniently, when the nation is reckless, all of us are.
True. I agree with you.
Stop pointing it at some people. All of us are. Let us take responsibility. If Sierra Leone is what it is after 64 years of independence, other countries they go before. Gambia, where been they under Sierra Leone, they go before. Then we should stop blaming individuals and start taking responsibility as a people.
The fact still remains, we don't talk Anaya time and time again. I, in particular, have said it. I said, Sierra Leone, you get two types of people. You get the active participants and they want them way now the passive participants. But when you look at it, active or passive, not the same thing. We all team up there. One person they do something way wrong. We all team up, they look them. So they even they clap for them. So that make we all accomplices. All of us. The one and when they talk for say, oh, and all they mix man politics. If you don't mix man politics, politics they mix you because everything about life, now politicians and they make decisions. Now them only I will just spoon. Now them all the country reports. So if reckless person and they make decisions from now, what do you expect? And una left them there. Una give them free hand for make the ransack the country. So of course you're right. We all get to take responsibility for it. But unfortunately,
One
Sarah,
side,
I can't me brother. Unfortunately, Sierra Leone, not a country where get a culture of responsibility. We not take responsibility.
I am going to disagree with you. Let us stop talking about misfortune.
I never said anything about misfortune.
Unfortunate now misfortune they talk about. Misfortunes are created by us human beings.
Pajalo, language. I say unfortunately, Sierra Leoneans they not they take responsibility.
Well, it's a misfortune you are expressing, and it's not a misfortune, it's an irresponsibility. Sierra Leoneans are irresponsible, so they don't take blame. I'm not here to massage anybody's ego. Our country has gone down the drain. Let us say it as it should be said.
No, true.
I'm not annoyed about it. I'm not excited about it. I'm not emotional about it. I'm only saying it as it should be said.
Yeah, where majority is, you have to say it because you are being mature. And maturity...
What is wrong about you is the first step towards maturity and bravery.
Precisely.
Sierra Leone is a nation of cowards. That's why we don't accept blame. You see, we would point blame at all the politicians. We have been doing it for 64 years. Now we have the worst one.
Mm-hmm.
We have the right to blame him, but who created that condition? All of us.
All of us. True.
All of us. And what he make and worse now, we make a bring this issue come up today, rather than we focus on what you for do as a collective. We think the solution is for us to go behind our friends and relatives and say, if we elect this, he's going to solve the problem. I'll tell you, none of them can solve Sierra Leone's problem if we don't look at it from a critical point of view. And if all of us don't take responsibility for what is wrong. Because now, SLPP get X number of candidates. APC gets X number of candidates. All my one be flag bearer. None of those guys have the ability to solve our problem if we don't do it collectively. Over to you, sir.
My brother, I don't sit down. I don't ponder. I don't review. I don't assess. The more way I do all of them things than the way I just talk about. Now, the more I come to the conclusion, say, we really get for pull with socks up. You see, this act of cowardice for the hide behind we finger, we get for left arm, because at the end of the day, if one person make a bad decision, a decision where we all know for say we all suffer, we get for take responsibility. Because if you get canoe, even the one when at the Bible, where Jonah go inside the canoe, where the canoe was sick, people have find out for saying that the person will get to the Albalau Biena. They pull and come on the boat. Not so everybody they can die for them. And this is what we do. Because politician, you know they pick him because he fine. You know they pick him because it's sabi book. You need more than book for leadership. It's just like where we all parents can tell we where young man grab, hey, I want for married. I want for married and say, what do you want for married for? You say, I love the woman. Then can tell we say, my young man, you need more than love for marriage. You need commitment. You need devotion. You need sacrifice. You need understanding. You need wisdom. You need financial strength. You need social support, social networking. Now the same with leadership. Leadership, you need more than education for being a leader. You need forget a broad horizon. You need forget wisdom. You need forget understanding. You need forget selflessness, empathy. You need forget devotion. You need forget vision. But when we talk about leadership in Sierra Leone, everybody, oh, this one get degree, oh, this one get this. Now, people them will get PhDs they will send, and lawyers they will send for let them go do tripartite. Then come out in a mess. Then come out with a mess.
The other side.
You know? So what I am saying here is, we dey look at things them in a very shallow way. You are correct. We get for begin to look at things with depth. We get
What you happy with this man?
very, very shallow-minded as a people.
What is
We dey
that?
look at things superficially. Sierra Leone with situation is more complex than we dey see am. Sierra Leone, this patronage, patrimony, person they vote for person because they come up from the same tribal orientation, then go the same school. In mama married the auntie, in mama married the uncle. You know, these are the things people vote for. Oh, that man they war. Not to the man he looks you they vote for. Now the man he ability. And in fact, in the issue of leader, not the leader, he's just the face. The engine, not the leadership. Now make a leader and a person will get a broad horizon and vision. Person will get what they call discerning ability for discern, for find good people and for form that team day. That team day, if you get a formidable team, you can do exploits for you people. Like for instance, when they go watch film them, Pajalo, fine film them. Like we be they talk about one man when I be Egyptian actor. We be don't talk about that program day when I Yusuf something. I don't forget his name. That man they win a lot of awards. But the man, the film them where you see the face, not in just the face. The engine behind the films, not the director, not the producer, not the cameraman, them, not the person who writes the script. These are the people that made the film. But you know they see them on the picture. Now so when you get a good leader, you they see them not the face, but the people and where they behind them. When we go realize that, when we go realize that it takes a whole community What did the native man tell you? It take a man for give birth to a child, but it take a whole community for raise them. For Leona get a leader, everybody get for participate. But the so-called people and what we get as leader there, where me and you took in talk now, I say we'll not get leader, we'll not get politician there. Now drag man we get. Now drag man them. They're not able to understand, say, they need the involvement of everybody. So they make politics exclusive for the chosen few. Then you limit the space. This political space is empty. There are quite a lot of talented people.
Can we look it on the other side?
I not hear you, sir.
I say,
What happened?
look at it on the other side. You know they hear me?
I
They
not
go
hear
out
you.
clearly. I think now you part the problem there. They go out clearly. I'm sure everybody hears me. Let us look at it from the other side. The leader or whoever they contest for leadership.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me
I hear
now?
you loud and clear now. Very crisp.
Now look am from the other side.
All right.
The person they contest for leadership now one person. He will never be a leader if he's not elected by a collective.
Yeah.
The people of Sierra Leone, have they ever sat down to look at somebody saying, I want for the leader? They ask him. Then we fumble away in Kailaun, then support you. Then we fumble the Ode Pujan, then support you. We fumble the Nakoinadugu, then support you. They have never. That's the fault we have, that we have bad leaders.
True. Makes sense.
It not make sense. That's the reason. So I'm here to castigate Sierra Leone. And I don't care whether people are annoyed or not. Because we have been in this funny game for 64 years with a talk rotorata, with a go around doing the same thing. It's time we look out of the box now and begin solve the problem. It's not APC that is wrong. It's not SLPP that is wrong. It's not Julius Maada and Escoma. It's us, the people. Now we they take bad decisions. Now we they allow drag man them for go before so then go thief then they put in our pocket because we fumble to them or we connected to them. That's the harsh reality we have to face. If we want to build a nation, and it's almost getting late for us to build a nation, we therefore begin face some of the realities here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you something. Nature is working in our favor. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
The leadership of Julius Maada. Now for make we see all the funny things we've been on they do wrong, that we correct them. But rather than we see them look at that, we they look at how they blame you. You cannot do better. He's only doing what he knows. And what he knows is the Sierra Leonean culture of politics. Take him out of there, bring somebody else. Now the worst leader they get. From now to the next election, we get for be realistic. We get for face what's wrong but we. So go stop repeating the cycle of electing people who are not leaders. A leader, I don't care which type of leadership you carry with. A leader is somebody who should be open and inclusive.
Yep.
You can't forget you wits around you because not everybody they can hear you will elect you. But apart from that, your role is to collect people together. Those who don't like you, make them like you. Those who like you, make them not to mislead you. That's what leadership is about that we are not doing in Sierra Leone. And I make with the suffer. The poverty in Sierra Leone, we create them for ourselves. Because with a polarized mentality, we polarize, we practice, we polarize even the ability for create wealth. The other day, somebody they talk about Kono in home. Kono is in Sierra Leone. Whatever is wrong in Kono is wrong for Sierra Leone. But when we begin polarize and privatize things, then we are creating trouble for all of us. And this is what has been affecting Sierra Leone since before independence. We get for look out of the box. Hey, all what we think we know is greatly wrong. We get for revise we mentality. We get for revise we approach to doing things. Look at Sierra Leone. Since you know Sierra Leone, foreigners prosper, they live the basic good life. The people of Sierra Leone suffer. You think God is unfair to us? Huh, Mr. Ture? You think God is unfair to us?
God is not unfair to us. God don't give we all the tools that we need for survival. He give we with 5 senses. If we refuse to use them,
We then misuse them.
if we misuse them, then it's up to us. Because, I can read them every day when they talk for say, now God they choose leader. God not they vote. Now we they vote. If you vote for full man, you know what you forget. And now one thing I want to make people know now today. Then the men Chris man and not the men full man. Full not the well. Full not the well. Chris man then the men you get mental health doctor. You not get a doctor for full man then. We really get for accept this fact here say they hide the yeah, what would they hide? Then they can the yeah, what would they do? Do they hide their religion? And that's so God say, and that's so God want them. God not they involve in politics. God not get nothing for do with politics. Now this one where we did so, if you left you comping for like pass and by you, they pass and by you, full, you go kick you like football, he left by you. When we then are upper 6, God don't give we the tools and what we need. And the tools and what we need, now the reasoning faculty. If you know reason, you can never be reasonable. Why do you think we are not reasonable? Because we know the reason, we know the think. Because if you see, we get a situation like what we get so before we get them people they get mind where they want campaign and they go to Maslasi, they know they drive them to an extent. Then they allow a female person for go outside the imam for go campaign. That is not what Maslasi is designed for. Politician it map pantap soapbox na public place na junction them, but they don't want to do that. You see, I can always tell people them. Any teacher when no one old chalk, not a better teacher. If you're not mechanic, you know how for go under motoka. You know how motoka oil for go by you. Body you are very white. You know to a mechanic. If you talk for say you're a janitor, you are very white. You know to a janitor. The job where you they do, it gets qualifications and it gets tools and it gets attitude. You see, we problem na Sierra Leone. When are the biggest problem? Now with perceptions. Where you perception wrong. Everything about you the wrong. You think in the wrong, you behave the wrong, then you go put up the wrong character. All anything there where they happen. Because somebody be don't tell we for say, now God they give power. Somebody be don't lie pan we, don't tell we for say. Because everything about we are lies. We don't lie pan we say, then politician they are, now where God don't mark say that they be. No. Where person want for stand, they make what they call manifesto. The manifesto now, if you go for job interview, you get what they call your curriculum vitae. That's not all what you don't do. All your fingerprints, your footprints, they pan that curriculum vitae. When they go for go be politician, you they get manifesto. That manifesto they now they talk all what you want for do. Look the person, look the manifesto. And after they go tell you for say if they can kill lion, when I go catch the lion, I go deal with him. Lion not go team up na this place here again. Arata, we're not able to challenge Puss. Now Puss is senior, they go challenge. You see, the problem is, make I tell you straight, Pajalo. When Kondo say one wear alligator jackets, na problem. And that they happen now we country.
there's one thing we talk about manifesto. We can have in mind.
Yes, sir.
If you could recollect during 2018 election, then be interview Bio na BBC, not so. Where he talk about what he want to do, how education and flagship, this and that. You see, we not a deal with data and Sierra Leone. I make we not a go before. We they assume a lot of things. We they look at life like a magical path. Adabra, you wish it happens. Life does not happen that way. Life is structured energy where they build from point A to point Z. The ASCAM, we don't talk all what you get for talk. They say, how would you raise the money for this project?
I remember that interview.
Look at the loopholes. You see, when they did that interview, I comment to somebody, I say, but this guy na crappy they talk. You know what make us say na crappy they talk? The economy of Sierra Leone at that time and the economy of Sierra Leone today, if even we stop all the loopholes, you're not able to effectively fund education. Because if we get for put all the inputs so we need in education, if we get for maintain teachers them we qualify for staying at the classroom by paying them living wages, it's going to cost Sierra Leone between $3.5 to $6 billion annually. All the money that they take from Sierra Leone, and not say foreign money they come with the internal revenue, I don't think it reach that much. You see, the people need to begin to look at the realistic side of life. Let us stop assuming.
I agree with you entirely.
Talk to you with a manifesto. Ask them how you plan for raise the funds for fund all the entire way you want to do. But we don't, because they look and say, where then they go, he go make me minister. Where then they go, he go give me job as permanent secretary, he go give me job as that. At the end of the day, all the misgivings, they come back to we. And you know, the funniest and biggest thing what they do as Sierra Leoneans, rather than we sit down to ask the questions, to solve the problems of the country, we prefer for avoid talking, we think how we run. Now I make with Donald Trump they by immigration business, me no I'm possible support him. The old man go na in country, go make him country. We dey run come on our country, we can't work in other man country. We contribute for build the economy because they have systems.
Yeah.
Then we every country as a ragtag nation will not get systems. Then we don't hold, we want for go there, for go retire because we country in a graveyard as Robert Mugabe say. That has to change. And now we no more get for change and by accepting say we wrong.
Papa, we wrong on plenty things. Like this that campaign the way they talk about, where the gentleman go talk about say ain't go lock the loopholes them. Where he can what you do?
The man of himself in a loophole.
Well, no, the man saying a loophole then day. Where he can what you see na gully then a baby got at the dog out.
So when he get a 2-3 of the loopholes, then I gully then
there are gutter and gullies that we get. You know, so you know, we expectations, you know, because you see a lot of Sierra Leoneans and get this mentality. Say for be a good leader, you for be a dictator. One of the reasons we make them vote for him now because people then believe say now a soldier, a discipline, not all soldier man discipline. Not all soldier man discipline. Everything you get the good, the bad, and the ugly. And besides, this one has been tested before. He failed. The time where he be soldier, where he be soldier, where he young, he failed. Agbalono pull ways way young na way only the pull kak ways and pocket ways. The man be soldier man. When I say una one soldier, this way be soldier I fail. Now where don't retire. Then he come out with they call himself retired brigadier. Now Sierra Leone even retirement na title. You know, there's something that is viciously wrong about the way we they think and the way we would perceive of things. You know, retired, and as he used the word retired brigadier, now at the very old man mean a retired colonel. Then you see them carry them. I am a retired colonel. I am a retired doctor. I'm a retired lawyer. I'm a retired everything, but not a carpenter. And it's a retired carpenter, retired tailor. Because those people where they get title, now then are the very people that we feel say that they in entitlement for ravish the country how they want. So now make even when they don't retire, they not relinquish their portfolio, then still they carry another head. Let me tell you a story. We local father, if they drive along March month, then he come across one belle woman. The woman took big bunch of food. He belly down drunk panam, hot sun. The father break for him. Open the motoka. For let go inside. You know, say the woman go inside the van, he still took the wood. The part they drive, they go, the part they drive, they go. The woman still get a wood in her head. Then the part break. He said, well, cannot let go. He said, I'll give you lift for that relieve you of the load. If you still carry the load, then you know when they drive, candle. This is the thing where they go on as Sierra Leone. In as much as we they try for help them, we they try for enlighten them, we they try for open their eye, for make their eye open like mountain fast food. So then go see them malpractices there from 1,000,000 miles. Let them run for their life. Whether they come for can campaign to them. But then still refuse to put the load down. Then choose for carry the load, even though the next time motoka, they still carry the load. And now this is the mentality where the people then get. Because you they see them, even when we then hire some man they can come meet you, you're not hooligan. That you're not troublemaker. Just because you they talk on issues them where really not they make we go forward. With a backpedal, with a go behind. Me brother, we grown a country where we get 12 districts. Where we get water. Now every junction will get pump. Where we get 12 districts. Now we get 16 districts. We not get pump there again. So then we politicians there where they make them districts there. The districts they had value, they make we life any better? No! They make we life better. But you can just imagine Karine, not get any infrastructure for be district headquarter. He not get the structural infrastructure. He not get the social infrastructure. He not get the developmental infrastructure. He not get nothing. We make it fit for be district. But they make an district anyway. APC did that. Now SLPP don't come. They can't review. No, they can't repeat the same bad behavior. Then now, the very APC we do at the last time and they complain now. Now they complain now. And they tell Sierra Leonean them, these people, they play we. Like football, buffon and they play we. Then they get the people that they come out. Hey, they're not going to develop Valatalo. They want to divide Vatalo. They want to develop Frito. They're not going to divide. They want this. But APC do. You not condemn them because you're not APC. You see, people that get this party addiction. Then get this party obsession. Then party know they do wrong. And that is tribalism. No, political tribalism. Where you so loyal to your political party to an extent, you ready for prejudice other people. You ready for reign supreme over other people. That is tribalism. Tribalism is not just about linguistic. Pajalo, you don't talk over and over. Say tribalism is not about linguistical tribe. It's about any group where one for be supreme, where one for make supremacy over a company. It disadvantage other group them. Where APC can have power, one for disadvantage SLPP. Where SLPP can have power, one for disadvantage APC. So then they play a ping-pong game. And when that they happen, we can't know the better. Because when they say party, now a part, not a whole. So if we get two parts, whenever they get a power, they're not a transition into being a whole. They still remain as parts. You go see a politician come out, he talk say, I mean, Odio today, I talk about that. He talk say, na Sierra Leone, na APC and no more, na pure Sierra Leonean. If we get better parliament, she should have been invited in parliament and questioned and what he mean. But the parliament's not a work. Opposition not there. Even the president, where he talk for say, him, anybody try waiting. He go use gun panam. He go use bullets panam. A head of state, fountain of honor and justice. When I say fountain of honor, now a symbolic language they use. Now idiom. That means to say the person where now president, if for the who's out with honor, like how fountain the who's water, they sprinkle water out. Then if for be just, how you go talk word like that and not invite you to parliament? Parliament is very powerful. A lot of people like they say, oh, now the president's not powerful. I not feel say they know what's in parliament. Parliament get the rights for call anybody for questioning. Then call them, no. When that person they talk for saying that SLPP no more at the party, then call them for inciting divisiveness in the country. No. So now the country, we get association of Kwashioko, when I'm me and you and the multitude. Then you get the association of obesity. That's now the fat cats them. The one that we feel saying and then are the chosen few. Now they want them way born better parts we all. Me and you two, 9 months, we mama then get belay for we. Now we gestation now mama then belay na 9 months. But them, the fat cats them now 22 months that they take in a belay before they born them. Then better pass we. Because this is what is happening now to 2-tier system. 2-tier system, Pajalo. That's what me say.
You see, you have said a lot, but I come back to Saya Komot. A country is a collection of people. A country is a collection of diversity. A country is a collection of differences where one for be civil enough and decent enough and tolerant enough for allow each in own diversity. I am very deliberate about the choice of words today. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah. For a country to be a country, the diversity now they come together for create the unity. Mm-hmm. The United States of America, even though it's failing now, is a country that has all diversities on earth living together. Every language where you think of on earth, then they talk in America. Every culture we think of on earth is in America. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And for over 200 years, they were able to coexist because they create conditions for tolerate each other. When intolerance go into America, we see the results within the happen there now. Not so true.
Yep, clear.
When this idea of supremacy of one group over the other go America, we see what in the happen there, not so true.
Yep.
When the material needs take over the spiritual side of people living together, we see them in America, not so?
Yep.
A nation full of drug addicts and people sleeping in the streets, not so? Mm-hmm. America get more homeless people than any other country.
True.
They get more drug addicts than any other country on that per capita right now. You see, why are they use this example? Sierra Leone, since independence, we not ever sit down for think of how we go bring the different people then together, because Sierra Leone not been there exist now the minds of the people then. And 30 days we talk, Sierra Leone not they exist now we mind. The intellectual class, we would think so we're educated. We not ever sit down for say how we go bring the people then together. Which kind of message we go get to our people? Instead, we will concentrate on building each of us individually. And one thing about life, what in picking land, now they grow up for me.
Mm-hmm.
There is a great poem where Sierra Leoneans them for read and understand. They say children learn what they live. If Sierra Leone they saw today, not to accident. This is what we are taught. Then teach we for be individualistic. All man fit for himself. Where you Salone say, if they go do things for helping country, not a country they go help with, they go help himself.
Mm-hmm.
If you already get the money for go there,
Mm-hmm.
if they go develop a project, let them real name. Now massage, they go massage ego.
Mm-hmm.
If you not get the money, you go they say they go help Sierra Leone. If they go into politics for motive from the country.
Mm-hmm.
So in that kind of situation, how you they change them? The first thing they do is for give the people the correct education. Education, as we know them, don't fail in Sierra Leone. We therefore look at the type of education what we need for we let people let begin understand say, it is good for us to live as a community. It is good for us to tolerate each other. Even in the home, Usaina mama, papa, and pikin and they. If we're unable to tolerate each other, that home they're not steady. In the home, Usaina mama, papa, and pikin and they. If everybody they do a elect, that home they go apart. This is the Sierra Leone we have. This is the problem we need for solve. And for make we solve them, the people of Sierra Leone get to take more responsibility. Why do they have to take responsibility? The constitution is clear about who that gets the power in the country. The constitution is clear about the powers of the government. The constitution is clear that the sovereignty belongs to the people and that every authority is derived from the people.
Mm-hmm.
But the question where the constitution not directly address, where we not ever sit down look at, is how do we give authority to the politicians? Can you answer that, sir?
Come again.
How do we give authority to politicians?
How do we give authority to politicians?
Yes, because the constitution is
The
clear.
constitution say now we get sovereignty. It belongs to us. We they give them temporarily for let them act on we behalf
How?
by electing the president. But unfortunately, we will not get elections in Sierra Leone
That's the point I'm coming to. That's the point I'm coming
because now a few people that they come out and can't impose person down with truth. They say we don't get election. Look the last one. Them votes, they not count votes.
That's the point. Have the people of Sierra Leone ever taken elections seriously? I want an answer from you.
No, Papa. Look, 67. SLPP did very badly between 64 and 67. Then for for 1 year, then call election. That is what the 61 constitution say. The man agree commodity. He did it for 3 years before he called elections. But he was very extravagant. Then bring rest kind of the country. The person will be there in charge of rest, Mustafa, and you see Mustafa. The rest then at the steamer. They not even bring a car safe in the land. They say the rest don't lose. The people get bonats, but reba people had one. Then the man be extravagant. Now in the first president in Africa, we go buy 6 Domot limousine. And at that time, we economy be the shrink, the suffer. So people then tribalism come inside. Go make waiting and call affirmative action. For a majority tribe, now the whole world when they make affirmative action. Now for get an equilibrium in the tribal balance, for help the weaker, the smaller group them, for make they go get some kind of recognition and equality. You go give majority. So people were despondent, they were fed up. So them vote them come out. What them vote them come out, no one left power. He try for fend away for seize power. Then do coup upon coup, coup upon coup. Then before they do the coup, them first them talk for say them brackets. What they no bracket? Then they talk for say, they vote on party line. But that was not the case, which you know very well. The truth of the matter is APC beat SLPP far, far away. But SLPP no one come on power. In fact, SLPP now they no more be political party na Salone. Then they go try for do one party. How you now one the only party, you want to go do one party, where another party, not the way they compete with you. So that shows say we not get the culture for sheer power. Then when they come there now, where Sheki put his foot down, the difference between 67 and now, at least Sheki be get a party Vienna. A party fully support him because at that time APC got ideology. Pajala almost they don't talk for saying in 1977 APC die. You don't talk and I have plenty time. Say APC be don't die long time. At that time APC had an ideology. Sheki make it clear. He say Alekuna add. No bampa na vote nga ISLPP. They are independent. APC still go beat them. So we beat you now, hands down. He said, no, let us do government of unity. Because that's what they always, this government of unity, not until they begin more. This peace. Yeah, this peace business. For any time where they want to do the Kedaka, they say, now for waiting for the sake of peace, now for the sake of confusion. I think we get for go out of that nonsense day. We get for call things them by the name, just like what you say Nayaso today. So, corruption don't always the political corruption don't they will not want to get democracy. All the things and what they label them, what they call the non-existent in Sierra Leone. We not ever get democracy. But at one time, then they go kidnap people and then go lock them for letting them appear for nomination on nomination day. Then they say unopposed. Nobody not him have been now. That is the kind of democracy we get. And our APCB they do that. And SLPP they do their own. So we can't keep going on like that. So I agree with you entirely.
You see, people really mean for make Sierra Leone will therefore accept what we are doing wrong as a people.
Yes.
Because always you they talk so, you they pass indictment on the people of Sierra Leone. If 1967 all that happened, it happened back in the 70s, it happened in the 80s, and it's still happening. Do we have any right to say we are thinking people, Homo sapiens?
No, no.
Or do we think as a country called Sierra Leone, or are we thinking as sets of people within a place called Sierra Leone?
But a sets of people, them, the chosen few, the one that we feel say them born better pass with the young Belena 22 months, we na 9 months.
You know, they ask them questions here deliberately because for some of us, we want to see a good Sierra Leone. Some of us, we wanted that when we were walking there, we became victims. because people think we are saying it as it should, so we are the enemies. This culture of keeping silent, looking only for my interest, now I make poverty in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone get all the potentials for be better than Cuba. Sierra Leone get all the potentials for be the richest country in West Africa. But the way we would think and do things, we need for revising. This me and my.
I like the way you say it.
We get to move away from that. We get to move away from that because we don't intoxicate with society with a culture we're not allowed to operate as a society. We don't intoxicate with minds with a way of thinking we're not allowed for coexist as a people. Sierra Leoneans, as a matter of fact, when you read them all over social media, they don't talk to each other, they talk at each other. When one say this they come with an opposing fact. They don't even look at what is logical or non-logical in between. We are in a very, very serious situation as it is now.
Two things.
And they always
Okay.
Go ahead.
Two things. I will deal with the first one. The other one, now what you talk about diversity, I will talk about that in a sec, but not on this segment where I can with it. So, where they talk about democracy. I was a young boy. When we get youthful exuberance, they ask questions. In the 70s, in Sierra Leone, Sheikh Stevens Pekin, now doctor. All of a sudden, he grabbed the one for be politician. He not get constituency. There is a constituency now Mambolo chiefdom, where a man called Sanko now don't be the MPD for the longest time. They asked Sanko for let's stoop down for the Bobo. Sanko said, no, what is man not a politician? I mean, don't deny. They not even sabi him. The man not even sabi the tongue. He not even sabi talk chimney. How you go represent the people then? Not so, he not come from the flock naya. That man not for talk that one day. Yeah. Django Stevens na papa na president. The man when at the MP who don't serve that place there for about 15 to 18 years. The man and they call him Sanko. Sanko, me witness it, I saw it. You know how I take Siam? Because when they go catch her now, we all can lock in the same cell. Because me say they catch me. The man, no kind beats no they will not beat we. When they beat person, if you read the holler, the cry, nah, warm up, not to better beat. When they beat you, fine.
I know they feel nothing.
If they reach a time your body they go. Now just Then beat that man, then tie that man like hog. When they tie the man, he hand them and he foot them. Then put matter pencil between the hand and the foot, then torture like a mock. For bring a cana, na can be a police. When they lose that man, the man like when they can tie fall for days, when they left the fall, he not able to grab. When the man in a cell, we only wonder. That man then cut his circulation, then beat that one day some kind beat, and not one day see them beat somebody brutally. So, me man, they don't beat me, then broke me foot, and they don't a cell. Then bring Sanko come. I forget about me. What's this Sanko? I feel better. I feel better. Like democracy that one day. You know, some of the people then when they talk the Boku nonsense, then they don't see nothing. Me when they talk now, so in the 70s, me daddy na be agricultural officer na Bo town. Sewa Road to be precise, place where we done there for years. All man they call me my mama Mature, then come for kill me daddy because there was APC, SLP. Now make I can tell people and say we get political tribalism problem in Sierra Leone. Then can do a poro business, can surround with us. They say, let me mama surrender me, papa. They won't kill him. A papa someone I save me mama in life. Because now the South, when the election come, all 10 again militia group them. This is a common thing. A common thing. Because we gotta remind them, then get organized groups for cause havoc, pain from people. Now this we call democracy. Now the system this we want. Then some man they talk for say, oh, we are hooligans. We are hooligans. We condemn these things that these people are doing. Look like this man when they call Kemokai. I think you know him. Now be a teacher. How let me not treat that man? That man then beats the man. The man they run for gonna policeman and pull on a door and push him. Then beat him, something and say and kill him. Kemokai. So it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Look, a man when they call brewer. You know, people when they talk about Kono, they don't understand about Kono. But make I let you let you talk. Make I take a breather. I go come that side.
Oh, one thing we'll get to understand.
That's sir.
Not all politics wrong, now we cultures them wrong. We get a culture we believe for misuse and abuse others for the sake
Yeah,
of
true.
and until we change that thing and
How do you, sir?
yes, sir, how are you, sir?
Fine, I dey follow, but I don't know if I will join as
You are online now, you are live.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's possible to get local at the area and clear.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No. I say I dey follow. I been dey watch.
Okay.
I been dey watch you now. Now say whether are they able to do the live now.
Well, you are live now as you are speaking. Everybody's hearing you all over the world.
Oh, okay. All right, sure. Okay.
You see, as I say, Mr. Ture, we culture of politics. Now, the problem.
BB1.
We get to accept certain things we wrong about the culture, then we go able to change. If we not accept what's wrong about the political culture, the same things will continue to be done until thy kingdom come. If we want to change what's in the gone so, now the young generation will put weight back. Now them we for teach the correct things. We the older generation, we need to accept we fault. We have been nothing but functional illiterates and idiots. You see, some people may not understand why some of we they talk so. Back in 1979, I took an oath to myself that I will never leave my country to come and work in another man's land to help develop other people. From 1979 up to 1998, I was there. I suffered a lot of things, but I still had hope, like I still have hope in my country. 20 years ago, I came to where I am today. I saw everything I wished for my country happening here. Then I asked a question. What is wrong with us that we should not be able to do as these people are doing? And the answer is the way we would think is wrong. Whether we like it or not, the way we would think, the way we understand life, we inability for things say, as a collective, we all different, but for tolerate each other. As a collective, We're all different, but for find a way that we all work together. Now in our biggest crisis. And who that don't can put that in the forefront most. Now Julius Maada and in Kabudu. Hey, we have to say who that not
Yeah, exactly.
When I heard her say this, I asked, I said, are you Sierra Leonean? Is Fatima Jabi Sierra Leonean? Yes, she's Leonean by marriage, but not by birth. She's Guinean by birth and Sierra Leonean by marriage. Maybe Sierra Leonean by upbringing because she grew up in Kono. Okay?
That girl in a second generation Sierra Leone, like grandpa come Guinea can Sierra Leone.
Not in grandpa. In Papa been they work for the Silla family in Kono. The Sillas then send a Guinean.
Yes, now them born and they so she's Sierra Leonean.
And they come lag you the
yes, sir.
Down. After some time, the pa make marriage between in Pekin, in girl Pekin and this Jabi man, then go Guinea. Then born them two. The big one die. He survive. The marriage scatter, the mommy come back na Kono with her. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the mommy then can get out to the Gambian for marriage. Then we look at the Maada at the presidency. Born in Bond, grew up in Pujao. Coming from a chieftaincy house. This man gets a kind of psychological imbalance. We take our gear presidency. Now you don't show we how bad we are, how stupid we are. Everything that Julius Maada is doing today is a repetition of what he will be known to do, but done in a more maximal measure.
It is doing with steroid.
Well, that is what he knows.
It is doing with steroid.
What up? Now this will get for accept, especially with the older generation. We destroyed Sierra Leone because of we ego. Now we begin the all egoist.
You talk one talk, but diversity. How na diversity is supposed to be with strength. Now in we suppose for cash into where go.
Just hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go on. Just finish another to raise on.
Oh, fantastic. You know, where for bill we country, but we know they use them. Look, Kono, a lot of people they talk about Kono. They don't understand the history of Kono. Kono not be neither APC nor SLPP. They get KPU. Pabriwa. Pabriwa stubborn, not join APC, SLPP. They try for bamboozle and for let join SLPP by force. They kick him out, they exile the man at Kamakwe go sit down for years. When he come back, now he country, then kick him. And these are things people don't know. They don't talk about it. And that party, Naina, the father of Kono. Let me tell people about Kono. Kono is one of the most diverse places in Sierra Leone because in the 30s when they found diamond, just like anywhere else in the world, they get what they call diamond rush. Any side where they can find mineral, valuable mineral, people in the rush go there. So people them, Mama Pakakate na looking, people them pack them, bundle them. They rush go there for go find, money before go make a break in life. And the people and where go they mostly na northern people them. Not so Kono man bill Kono, na northern people them. And the Kono people them were truthful to themselves, we get conscience. They know a man called Soritula. They know a man called Pa Muhammad Sanko. They know a pa called Bai Sise, Pa Cherno Kagbo, Alhaji Abdullah Sise, Alhaji Kutubu Sise, Alhaji Ali Kabia, Koblo Queen, Ali Major Sise, Pa Saidu Koroma, Hene, pa Amadou Sise, Kamara Tausin, pa Basi Kagbo, Agba Peter, pa Abu Kanu, Alaji Fode Kagbo. Them people, they yana the people, them we go excel pan business na kono, we build kono. They were outsiders. A lot of them. They did exploit. When I get a talk now, like kono, like for say, kono na so kono people, kono na place where get diversity. Even this man when they call Kefala Marana, if papa na go then go bonande. You know sabi Kabbalah, na kono isabi. Even Kweta, a good friend. Na they bonam, na they imen. And I saw a lot of people and where they did. Now people them from a different flock where migrate, then go there during the diamond rush, then go do very well there, then go marry local people and make them families. So why on earth they force Kono people them for join APC or SLPP? Why did they force them? Kono na country na place where very independent. Why they not give them autonomy? Men and get them freedom, forget their own party. Then get what them be called KPU, the Kono Union. And the man when I be the first leader there, Pabriwa, that party, na be educationist. He bring education there. He encourage education. But SLPP, because the man agree for be SLPP, then Butu Bienam. Then Butu Bienam in such a way that they frustrate him. And this is the kind of politics. You remember who's there that way they talk for Sierra Leone, they make law for advance the country, and they make laws then for penalize other people and when are competitors.
Now we allow Mr. to
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're not hearing me, right?
Yeah, clear.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to tell you thank you for come up with them program there. We do a lot for educate the public. Let God help, let God bless, let we able for the scatter this good message we send you to Sierra Leone. We think along the same lines and I talk all the time. Culture, when I way of life for people, everything, not get problem as Salone. And I can't agree with you more. Sierra Leone, now a very small country, where be say the practice the way they now with different side and caught up with national politics, waiting the be so. You know, in Sierra Leone, I believe say a lot may they happen, like how you put them. The matter view can make them worse. And now he also do we a favor for let we hide in open and let we not say we not for allow this thing for continue. And when we talk about the culture, two things then they kind of the characteristics then they where Salome then get dishonesty and sycophancy. The dishonesty and sycophancy, he eat fabric of the knowledge base of the Sierra Leoneans. And I've been give an analogy the other day. I say the honesty, they first of all, we see black with the color and yellow. Then
Lie.
So, and that might be problem. And dishonest that one day. The sycophancy also, we they buy favor too much because we expect so much from the idiots.
Yeah.
And when idiots are smile, maybe they talk about idiots are smile. But then
I don't got you what though. That's sycophancy. Then they call lebele pancreona lebele.
That's a problem. But
Life
let me tell
finish,
you another
No, go ahead.
Another problem with it is that the stupid people, they're not ask for cure. And they tell you now, the ignorant people are not ask for cure. The one they will ask for cure, when are the trouble again at Salone, ignorant people. You see, when you are an ignorant person, they even believe, say, you they make mistake, you get problem, or you don't even get sense. That now so happen at Salone. If I go to the two things they want to talk about the sycophancy and the what is it? What I mentioned just we should be honest for no say. Which are the problem there right now? Why is Maada Bio doing what they do? Two things that they play here. They promote tribalism now one, and also demagoguery. Because they get a subtle way where Maada Bio, they promote tribalism in the beginning. For tell people and say, either way, they don't dare for, they intimidate people, they're not Westerner, they don't get all this power for so long, they don't dare. And now, people when they come now, they talk and say, we they back for 20, 30 years. So he succeed in waiting for fully people and through tribalism. Now, when you look at Maada Bio, it find us not to all Southeastern and SLPP or Mende person, they benefit from the stupidity way they pass. You want the way they benefit? Now, in students, them, we belong now in school of demagoguery. And demagoguery now is very subtle way where they use, they abuse people, the intelligence, insight, and psychology, for tell them things that we do not true. Where they in the lines for say, for raise fear, for making the people say, well, so now so this they happen. Past and kill we not go left this year. Today, when I listen to what he talked yesterday, you get up people yesterday which he talk about the APC, and then they clap for him back. The people are sycophantic, they idiot. But he, as the ignorant person, where the ignorant person not ever well. The person way is stupid. They
I
well.
don't talk. Chris Made well.
They go design electoral system. Would I say it go back to make audio there? Would I the chairman get people there? Mr. get people there what I want. This get now ignorant down there, and you know they ever well. And arrogant, sorry, you know they ever well. Because when last Fatima Bio as a housewife, in a housewife, where they go decide for election at SLPP, when he go decide whether for Fatima, I talked to the young man there, will be there.
You know why Fatima didn't decide that?
Yeah, no. Well, he worked with you, the husband.
The husband, Amunku. The husband has inferiority complex.
Yes.
Amunku.
Absolutely. Namunku, yeah. Let me just come to one thing. One thing I want to enter now. If you they listen me, when they follow me on the Facebook, I always say, they bring issues of tribalism and they call many people in. Right. I'm not afraid to do that. You know why? Because let me tell you something. And this whether Mr. Jallo don't talk the culture of the people. And the culture and way of life, not to cause. In the Southeast, they believe they get a class system. This is the class system. You don't do something where they go to school, go teach. But by mere analysis, a mere level of education, I don't see people where they vote. Sata Lamina one, that lady in Apuja, they sexually abuse and say just because you want to be APC.
Yeah, they gang rape them.
What did the chief then want knife for be? They make election that Kailan. Some people then vote for APC. Then find out, then go all out for fine. We don't let 7 people who vote and then look at the election. Ebo, people are not get right for things because anybody will define the chief what is in a problem. Now, Kono, why do one place they chiefdom? I've been getting that audio day. The local team chief, the Kono, he deposed the man, not to in choose a man.
Have you seen that video there? I see him.
Yeah. So this the culture because they believe say the chief, look in Alusa, where he do what we don't want to side with the bad thing, the people then go after him. And the North we don't have a class system in the North. I don't care about you, whether or not I will support you now. Where you not go with it, make we they not train you for that. But yanda, if you not support waiting the culture once, you are either banished or they kill you. We don't see videos of people that don't kill, people that they shoot and close their nets for run away from villages there because they don't support the SLPP candidates. Because their culture is everybody will follow the truth. Their tradition at the local level, now you can at the national level.
And when you can at the national level, that's why they kill people. Then they go after people, they torture people, then run after we all where they oppose. And the traditional culture of the Mende Southeasterners, it shouldn't play at the national level. And until we all grab say, if na Salone go born, Salone for born, then we say no, that country is owned by everybody. And there's a constitution where say people can get right to talk. Maada Bio they get right to talk, then they oppose APC when they want. And that little boy, what they call Lawrence Lima, he said now publicly. He said let them overthrow and woman. He wasn't attached or killed. Okay,
It's a nation of laws. Then for take something for let them bring an across. The day when they say let them bring law is slimmer, I had the video. They want and they block the Castibian street, then block all over. They say no. They walk out down the traffic walk all day. No traffic no day now. Now that's central part of Freetown Day. Because the streamer say let them kill Ernest. And Ernest then go now and call and they can explain why this them block traffic for that. And nobody know who go shoot them. But if not then they bring them their businesses and culture. Now, the worst way happened in Salone, before I left for talk. You see, we agree say not we all get for going to parliament. Time bring the nation states when they say that people who they elect for going to parliament. Now it's only in Sierra Leone to say the parliament not big enough for go do everything where the people they elected for. For instance, they're not going to go do anti-corruption work. They're not able to go do human resource investigation work. They're not able to do auditor general work. So therefore, parliament creates they create the laws then for say they create institutions of state. Their institutions of state there now by law. The parliament approve them, now they only go to close them, go and they will lead them, and they go approve them people in the now he make get all them commissioner, they get this party or pierce them. Then put them there, not to president put them there. And this thing come on the freight when what they call them there, so now the police or the military or anti-corruption or the general's office, all these institutions are meant for let get sanity. Even parliament dissolved. These people will continue to function. Okay, because we bill you us. If you not get pillar and you us, you put operate day, you put more sorry bill. Collapse. Then as some other building, so institutions of state, these are the pillars of the nation. And for God's sake, this man can sack the human resource man. What is the parliament name putter? The parliament approval. For no what is that? He sacked Adi Macaulay. What is anti-corruption? He sacked Lerner Telopias because you know what he do. If they put men, they man the Southeasterners. We have to talk about it. Me, I'm not afraid though. Hey, I get cousin there when I'm in there. Where they will get blood together. Don't you be married men though? Because my uncle we call me Mama Bien. Lofty Bagura in Pikine, Alaji and Aja, see Alice Trombo, that they born there. Me make them. The one who come same belly, two, them born with make again nephew and nieces. So I'm not afraid not to tabal them. But the fact is, if we don't look, men, they people them, we take them at the yard for say they're ungrateful. That in culture, when they got the lower level, they don't bring them at the center level. That culture they go born. And if some of we get power in a salon, I won't salon or a day. I swear to God, I ready for pets them. Now they tell you now, because Salone belongs to Salone. Salone belongs to Sierra Leone. And I'm not to tribe Salone belong. So until me and you, we look mandate people as Southeasterners, they will tell and say, look all the appointment there. Madam, they fail for a reason, because there are simple points of failure. For when I do IT, if you save data in a computer, you not get external hard drive for save them. When that data crash, it don't go. Crash. So now, so what do you mean? Look at Islam and Christianity, my people. When I see Jesus Christ in brother and sister, when they promote Christianity or Muhammad in family, they go extra people. Madam Bio go succeed. If you look at sensible people, I'm one of the sensible people. I have a PhD in public policy administration. I'm a publisher. I study Sierra Leone. I would never do PhD if I'm not ready for going to Salone. We all want to work in our country, but now we go there and go kill you. Why is he doing that? I don't need a job from him, but maybe I go lecture for Bacon. I look for institutions. Now then they deprive our brothers and sisters for travel. But people like we to say we don't study Mr. Jallo them. Mr. Ture, when they talk so sensible people and we will contribute to that nation day, then deprive we. That matter be a failure that one day. We all get family. Even I be SNAPC. I would never sabotage the government who they work for because I get family. So in them believe say they're not for appoint anybody again for me. That's why Madabio failed. Madabio has a single point of failure. Now one computer I get, you know, get hard drive. That's why they fail. They go and jump from one program to the other, one program to get people who get sent for advisor. Anything we talk, then they make up. But what's Madabio no go school? Now in then they go decide for election. Then they go sit down and say, then they call a doctor. I spent more than 10 years for doing a PhD. In go no more because the license, they protect between them. They go get that college in Gambia. I went online and checked. They say in America now. You don't have a single campus. Now, false institution. They're online institutions there. Now, registered now, false. but then they call her doctor. And people like the follower. Now make us say the arrogance. I make them feel arrogant person. It works past idiots.
Before
Because
they
you know they ever win.
go, Mr. Toure.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Toure, let me begin to call
Yes, sir.
you by your title.
No, it's okay. Yeah, well, me.
Do you know why? Do you know why religion say Bemba Adama and Mawa, Adam and Eve,
Yeah.
they fall out
sir.
with God?
Yes, sir.
Now because Bemba Adama and Mawa
Yes, sir.
then go against the command say, una not allow una ego for rule una.
Hey, amen. That's not true.
Now that religion not tell people them directly. The sin of man, the destruction of the earth where they live so. All the problems where they face so today. Sit down quietly and ask yourself, what is behind it all? It's ego.
Yes, it's ego.
It's ego. And Sierra Leone a typical example.
Now ego, now make now he say he want to be leader of West Africa. Let's look at what you make them from ECOWAS, who get knowledge about it. If for economic integration, what did they look for? Let people get good growth in West Africa. Let them get commerce able to thrive. Let them get technology.
Good life.
Let them get all resources. Salone don't get any of it. All thing and nonsense. Bridge no day. Look, Sanda Road. Now, container. Now they take them go put na that bridge. What been broke. Now them put stick them bantap. Now the water don't Mike.
Salone is a road in a legacy.
You'll be surprised about one thing.
Yes, sir.
Sierra Leone is the financial headquarters of ECOWAS. How many Sierra Leoneans know that? Sierra Leone is the financial headquarters of ECOWAS. That is why East Street was renamed to ECOWAS Street when the West African Clearing House was built between Lightfoot Boston Street and East Street, going down to the Central Mosque. Then they call it West African Clearing House. Now it's called the West African Monetary Agency. All clearance of currency transactions in West Africa is done in Freetown. So you may want to ask, why is it that we are the financial headquarters of ECOWAS, then we do so in shambles?
Because we get the stupid people, arrogance leader. People are the one arrogance.
Make I ask that question. I don't give me a chance.
No, yes, sir. Well,
I always done the talk on this program say ignorance and munkuism now don't take over our country.
Oh yeah, 9 point ignorance. Oh yes, ignorance.
All the one they run Salone, they're ignorant of basic facts about the country and about what them for do. 60 to 75% of them are munku. Munku them. Don't begin tell them that. They don't know what they need for no. They only know say me a big man, I forget motoka, I forget jeep. That's why they are overusing the state resources on affluence. Munku they behave so. Create them in get parable say we put mange or gate, it they hang an offense.
Yes, na veranda they hang am.
Why then they do so? Munku boy them. And then they run Salone, so that's why they are spending the country's money on things that are not necessary.
These are people that way.
Now what they make and what? Because they don't see the power of money in spending it, they go bring drug dealers, then come.
Yeah.
I want to make a very important observation.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Toure, I want to tell you thank you where you come. I can feel the passion in your voice. And this platform, one of its strength, we not the waiting people. sense of people. The only thing we dey encourage people for better income because we get psychological trauma. We get problem. People that get psychological damage in our country. Poverty they cause them. Then the war also help for cause them. And with all the abuses that don't take place, you are angry and rightfully so. And we dey encourage anybody who get the anger that the place this for call, let you talk your mind, you blow your mind. Mr. Ture can talk like a real intellectual. He sure say he get conviction, he not cause person, he not say they kill person, he not talk about killing, but he speak in mind. This is part of the healing. So I'm happy where Mr. Ture come, a very candid. Because Sierra Leone then call them Freetown because now freeborn then they did. And we national anthem tell we for say, high we exalt thee, realm of the free. That means to say, with the praise we country, the land or the location where free people then day. But now we don't turn slaves so. And Mr. Ture say, he no go be slave to nobody. He go team up. He say he no go agree as me name say Luma. He say that is exactly what you've done. I am so proud of you. Anybody will feel that way, whether you know SLPP or APC, because the two party there. Kanda Yomkela was right. Like Bese and no Al Hassan and Al Hassan. But the only thing we forget for tell was the NGC like Bese. Now that
the man forget for tell we say na the Bese.
So this is the happiest day for now. We get a very candid person. We come, not rude, not attack nobody. He talk on the issues and he talk about them with passion. If you're not SLPP, whatever abuses you feel say APC don't do, call, register. This is part of the healing. We not go sit down, they suppress them things there because of international unity. This national unity is a lie.
Not the biggest lie.
You only facilitate national unity where you give justice. And part of justice now for allow people for let them express themselves uncensored. But not cause person, mama. Not be nasty to somebody. Not be insult anybody. But you come, you talk on the issues, and you show passion. My brother, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Mr. Jure, the thing is, Najalo, let God bless you now. Me, I pray, let people in a salon for able. Now, I can put a share this anytime. Let people in the join. Because this is the only channel where be to say the fair play, the honesty about how for heal this country will come up. And we pray let God continue for giving a life, long life and well body. Let us continue with this. Because this is not a long way we go. So this is not a long journey.
It's a long journey. It's a long one.
It's a struggle. Yeah. It's a struggle.
People there, if you see the celebrations, where they go, you look at Maada, I say, let's look at ECOWAS, economic integration. That's why they formed this organization. But then let's look at the different thing that will consist of this framework. Look at transportation. They say, well, we will make inter-regional transportation network. We will promote at least the movement of goods and services in the region. Let's look at commerce, trade. If you go buy goods and they're all then tax, whatever they would say call them, they all the one could be a fair play. We not get trade within a salon better. Even the seaport in a salon is so expensive that fast people in the combine.
And Dr. Ture,
yes, sir.
I just want to interrupt you small bit. Two things where they talk about this regional integration. We say you never look at using to their advantage. Number one, Sierra Leone is the only place in West Africa with a natural harbor. The port of Freetown, it can begin from Kisi, Texaco by Grassfield, Kisi Mesmes area, right down to King Tom, back of Prince of Wales School. Then can build all the under as a port for take ship. If Sierra Leone we been they think properly, now we before facilitate and engineer, let we get a railway from the port of Freetown right into the Sahel to Niamey and the other cities then they.
Why you
That
feel?
are they come. The economic benefit where that be for bring to we country, the employment way for bring, the diversity way for bring, poverty for reduce. The second thing where would they fail for understand?
Mr.
This-
Gallo,
yes,
you know
sir.
what they think? Nah, them man, what they think? Look, I'm going to talk to you. What they think is that APC don't there for 10 years. We said for there for 10 years. APC don't there 20
When I
years.
make us hear only politicians, then I ignorant time who them. What of course are they cost them on the fact of what in them be?
Now which man there? Because you know what's in the blabber will be there between Second Stephen. Second Stephen now he stop the British from leaving the Navy, making Salone at the Navy. Down they didn't have book. Now Second Stephen I stop that. But when he stop that now, he can actualize within Albert Mugabe want to for make a one party. As they make one party, they say no, we not like her. But then that time you want the Southeastern state.
But they all been there inside the one
So
party.
now,
They all been there. They
And at the benefit,
all like and but they been there.
no, let me say then they but then you know one let them classify this in they said behind in charge.
Well,
So let me tell
nine
you
and they
something.
pass.
We get forget this radical like this thing where it talks to. If you pass a railway from Salone, let it pass and through Liberia, it go every coast, you go to the Sahel. We just say, look for that, you know that the benefits now. When these incidents happen at the Sahel, the development today, now they still say Ivory Coast, now sell out them to France. Okay? Now they don't trust them. What did they do? And Togo, now sell out to France. Benin, now sell out to France. So all these three states are with it. Then go, then talk to Mahama. Mahama say, welcome. Now the goods they will not able to pass through all the things the way they come now, the majority of the way they come now Burkina Faso, now through other
Ghana.
country. Now through Ghana. But then go back, then go meet the king of Morocco. Now Morocco get problem with Algeria. Algeria get problem with Mali. Now Morocco is so welcome. Okay. We are traditional foes. This enemy don't get problem with the Sahel people. They shoot them, they literally shoot them drone. Now what will happen? The king of Morocco, he don't allow Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, for letting ship and stuff them through their ports for camp. So now the Sahel state they get two countries where don't agree for the ship and stuff them. Then Mauritania allow, let them pass through them. If they want ship, Mauritania allow. You see this, all the one then they pay not for free. Now this what you talk to, that analysis we make.
Mr. Toure, now in the happen in East Africa. The East African country they get railway right across.
Yeah.
But you can't take Zambia.
Yes, they are marching on. They are marching on. And one thing the way Pajalo be they talk this no, but deport them. You feel to say the British them full for make Sierra Leone the headquarter? We very strategic. We very strategic. And a lot of Sierra Leoneans don't know that. A lot of Sierra Leoneans don't know we what. They don't know. They don't know the what of Sierra Leone. When they talk about the Sahel, Pan-Africanism, that's Salone born.
Somebody else they call me.
All the, how do they call them? The technocrats, them, where be they run the colony. Now, Creole people them from Sierra Leone. They were the accountants, they were the teachers, they were the lawyers, they were the doctors. Even one of the top Pan-Africanists, when Africanos James Horton, he was a surgeon specialist.
Mr. Toure, let me take this call. I go call you back.
Okay.
I'll give this person 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
I give you 5 minutes. You can't interrupt Dr. Toure. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Mr.
Now, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Now, go
Mr.
ahead.
No, you know, for sorry, me glad for a real woman voice.
Well, thank you
Be-
for the program.
because one woman just talk say na your man is a bit talk now woman is a bit do better na so Margaret Thatcher talk and that's true.
Yes, I just dey think of something they say. All this problem here where they gonna Salone
Uh-huh.
because we leaders them, no not honest to we, and we say something that the supporters then we don't be blind to the thing the way they go on. Because this old children they say, oh, this party for change, APC for change, SLPP for change. Me, your understanding is that they people the way they na the party, na Sierra Leoneans there. The party in name is just a title for say, what form this organization will call and this. But now mortal man the way they control, waiting the affairs where they na the party. So now they mortal man so now the problem when we see say now you will get our country.
100%.
Because if they're not able for change, if they're not able for change and selfishness, I don't think say we go be successful.
100% correct. 100% correct. Go ahead.
Because it's not about being the party. Because then same people here, so they will come out. How many of them don't come out, go join other party, But now the same problem, then they can't go there. They need to change. Then they go, then they hide behind themselves, but then they push other people and they feed them wrongly. They go tell them, say, oh, this person has so now this. If it's somebody doing something, why did they come out play for say, oh, are they come up on this party, or are they resign from this party because of X, Y, Z? You expose them people and they. But they need to do them. Instead, then they go behind the supporters there, then brainwash we for say, oh, me na the good person, oh, now this and this. Now look what the problem don't come. For this election, we don't tied up. Say we want to see the justice of this election we don't dey na the country. All the people wey na politicians there, all flag bearers then they. None of them they come for let them count now for say yes, me against this thing where they go on. But I still say this stuff for campaign. Look, then all on Canada, they can't put all them banner there. Me, they can't change. Me, I mean, the moon for Salone. Me, I mean, the stand for Salone. Me, I mean, the constitution for Salone. Me, I mean, the face can, the water, let they come up from heaven and for them. They're all on Canada, they can't give it title. So I don't know what's not the problem. More get na the country. The people in dead and they jubilate.
The problem na dishonesty, my dear sister. With dishonest, let's face that. With dishonest, and the dishonesty will they carry into public life. You see, the point where you make about the parties, them, I don't say I'm over and over. There is nothing in a name. Name not just identity. Everything is in our character, who we are. I can call myself tomorrow morning, Brima Lamboy, but in order to change my character. Now the same character I get now, I go see go. This is what we need to understand in Sierra Leone for make we get to politics straight. Not so that they can't say, now me na the waiting, then get them terms the other than they use. Then
Yes,
they can't say, I'm going
now.
to do this, I'm going to do that. But you are in the system now. Why have you not influenced its change? Why have you not said it? Like who they talk so now, people then feel saying about talk. Not about talk. We they talk them because we they identify the problems. We they identify now no say now this now problem. It's up to the people to accept or not to accept. But these guys who should be doing it, then keep quiet. Because they don't want to offend anyone. Well, don't offend anyone, then everyone will become offended. And that's the Sierra Leone we have today. Sure. Everybody is offended. Water not there, light not there, this not there, everybody is offended. Go ahead,
because now the thing is always would they from all we small so don't reach so. Then they tell we, oh, now the Shaka Steven we do this why so. Oh, the APC we do this why so. But all the people here so within all the political line na Salone, they all belong to that same party where Shaka Steven be in power. They all work with them. They all work with them. Pass some of what they read, or when they can't educate me before they know say, oh, so now so team in this so. But even some document where I read them, there's somebody get a write up, they talk say na Sheikh Stephen and first begin fiscal war, they go after other politicians, then they lock them up. Why in other book then they tell we say it is not true. Now one last and now begin fiscal this war, they betray in this Sheikh Stephen. So only injustice they are so and the lie right up in again. All the fiscal problem of the country. All the fiscal problem
because we dishonest. We the only right what you feel say go massage your ego then. We dishonest. We don't face the
one when I build now, and I say come back, he can't lie now and say he can't fight for democracy. Now if he can democracy, he can't for this day. He make you put stress on our power. They when somebody can land, come for can expose and what they do, they put on a jail. But all the politicians they also they now not come for can debunk that for say no, it is not true. But now that they cancel, they don't push all the flag then, and I know that they call the flag themselves now. All the flag then and then they show now that they come say then they face can a new direction, then they can't change, they can't uplift Salone into a better way. So the one way they write that in no better. For them affect, for them can affect, they stand up together against Maada, they all know they talk. They come to the way they come for say yes, no talk, then they undermine, they go behind them, they go attack them. Either they kill the person or they destroy their property there.
The sister, the first person way pass law na parliament for muzzle people a month, not for speak out. What they call the libel law na SLPP doing.
For say nothing. They need a parliament, all the bad laws and in the past, they need to talk and say, Lord, wait till your
time. Not to begin a move.
Politician.
Talking about parliament, I get and say the thing where PC come up with, then don't say parent for go and live. Somebody sent the letter to me last show now.
Yes.
They say parentarily for go and leave. I don't know whether it's correct or maybe because alone all man they talking on, but this is what I got.
Waiting parent do na gross misconduct, na sackable offense, whether for sacker without no benefits.
I think they don't see the pressure from the fact that this election be don't go bad. Now APC won't put foot down, then say allow satisfy them. Now part of the tactics, Pan will be sent on leave, but he will continue to receive salary.
Exactly.
What then come? Then for another side put up. Hypocrisy, dishonesty.
Then
if we not let
what's in the country the benefits but demand and say if they leave then they pay a full salary.
Yes. So honestly, so when for now, parliament alone for supposed to make sure that Bio, not even get a British space for Lego and host. When I then they back in the old portfolio for Lego. All the way they make the woman they Fatima go talk all kind of things. And then they go back, they go clap, then dance, they eat with her.
Then I invite Fatima and Salone politics, honestly.
They endorse them. They endorse them. All the year. Where they for
invite them for Salone politics.
The woman don't catch up on publicly, don't tell people they're not to say, now they say or whatever. I don't not publicly, don't talk say in a Gambian. Now, face in my face and can wait, you don't 3 years old. Then face and can the country.
That was a lie.
She's not
that was a lie. Fatima no they tell you not true. Fatima na Guinean, na Konyaka from Guinea.
She said it.
That was a lie.
It is a lie. It is a lie. Now they come on Tina Salone. Everything at Salone a lie. And they don't use for lie to the people. And the people themselves, they don't scrutinize information. They don't turn to a woman. Anything they get in the sweller. They're not a chamo.
The Salone this way and see somebody, they come and they intimidate Tuna, and they come back only audio where they come out and they disgrace Sierra Leoneans and they say things that is not genuine, things that has not been into the constitution. But yet still with people in a camp, then they clap, Then they say, oh, Lord, left her no more pass. He hit them before they come
Yeah.
out of that person.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you entirely because of late we see all the SLPP strong women them like Memuna Rappel, one woman they call Patience Cole, where be the team up. Now a wonderful woman. Now be this that now they don't begin condemn because now the Bowman don't bet them. You see, you know they make snake paddy. Snake not a team up trade. If you want for make snake paddy, you forget the antidotes now, you pocket standby because it can bet you at any time. Now Fatima don't bet them. Patients call the hala foul. Memuna rappel the hala. They say don't pull them party. But when Fatima be the pull APC, una be the clap for her. You see, in Sierra Leone, where you get bad politician, where they do something where politically wrong, they say, that is a be politics. That is a bit politics. I remember the last day of SI Kroma, where ISSF admit na parliament. He said, na me na the man this way be they do the things them for waiting other people them. Now na me na the man way. Them very things that I will put together they affect me so now. Now they tell me now say be careful though, because he go come back and bite you too. And that's what it happen. He pets me now. When me now, it don't go down. And in the SI Kroma, it don't go down. So at the end of the day, then all the, in fact, then say na Minana in talk for say somebody in a jail, they not forgive him, how you call a human right for shave and this and that. So where is them going to not get a razor blade?
Now the problem is when person they misbehave, when they tell them the truth, then they go after you. What can tell them say when Fatimata start this drama, when they say, oh, Fatimata Bio, what they do is uncalled for now with constitution and so. Then they say, oh, he outspoken, he like him man, now he roll. Whose constitution wait till say when you like him man, I say for behave. I say he not like him man. If you like him man, that's what say they do. He come and say when guy picking it, they go after them. When they do it, so they're when they own all. In fact, Mother in government is the worst so ever. No, not get no integrity. If what they qualify for, now for rape, destroy.
I agree with you. Where Kamaremba the life and Kamaremba say Kamaremba rape picking and lock up for something we no do. But when Mother be on good rape picking, they not do nothing. Don't know they not do. One love for Peter, one love for Coco.
You know why?
Minister
You
of
know why?
Land, yes, the Minister of Land, Sandy, not saying they say he raped somebody, even if
Now
he
it's step
picking them
picking. It's step picking.
out.
I
They don't
heard
ever
they
go
say
after
they
them.
don't arrest one of the bodyguards and to bill for raping
In
Yes,
America.
America.
I'm
America.
not
Well, it don't get a vote in Sierra Leone. So if you to say you go practice in America.
well.
They
You
will
know,
come back, they can't get a position saying a Minister of Foreign Affairs.
you know one thing we need for land from all this thing where they happen.
Mm-hmm.
Where Sierra Leoneans not they pay attention to that law. When are the 9 commandments them per religion? We need for begin respect and Sierra Leone.
10 commandments.
The 9 commandments, the first one say believe say God day. The 9 they all tell you one green thing. What you know I let them do to you, not
Not
do
one to
unto
other
your
person.
Yes.
that law day, if we begin respect and Sierra Leone, I sure say things go better.
You know how they call that law day?
Then say
The
golden rule.
golden rule.
Me, I go call them the African Missouri.
Then where
Because not
Prophet Muhammad income, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, waiting he say? He said not oppress nobody.
now the golden
He said
rule.
not oppress nobody, and likewise not allow anybody to oppress you. But we Salone, we dey oppress other people, and then we say don't take, we say don't turn, we say to dirty box. They can throw away all kinds of things. Now for you don't know what they grumble. Because somebody say we na talk. Talk not they solve nothing. They say anything starts from talking. They say a little drop of water and they form the mighty ocean. Little by little, the monkey started jumping from tree to tree without falling. Yes.
There are certain things we should not answer to. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
We are educating people.
Yeah.
Expect any kind thing from them. Anybody who tell you say, talk not they solve nothing. Tell and say, if they pray to God, let's stop for pray. Because God now the power of word and knowledge they use for create.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
You see, I have told you there are certain things, let them go. Ignorance is a big thing in Sierra Leone. With me, don't take an oath here they eradicate. I tell you, say, originally when I've been to go school, I've been one for be a pilot. Something come with just tell me, say, forget about pilot, go be a teacher. I know what you suffer as a teacher in a dysfunctional society, teaching there 14 years.
What will you prepare
There was
yourself?
a time I didn't have a house to live in. But I tell God thank you because I prepared myself psychologically for the task today. I am seated here deliberately because it's the wish of God that I
Yes.
should be allowed to change Sierra Leone.
And what you will do now? Action. You they take you time, me they take me time. We could have used our time to do other things. We they pay not so free for Sidon Naya they talk. We they pay forget the time for doing. And
Even the
we
they use for talking, I pay what
and
they pay for them.
quite a lot of information what they waiting. We they study, we they do case study them, we they research, we they talk to people them. And like for instance, some of the people that don't call wait today now one of my happiest day. The gentleman, Mr. Turewe, called, and we sister, where would they talk to? So, Madam Moy, I'm so happy where Yusuf, they vent you dissatisfaction with things the way they happen. You are right. The libel law, now they make them. They make them for penalize people. But what didn't happen? He turned back and bet them. Now, Esa Kuroma talk with the whole in the parliament. He said, "Na me, I be the man where be they make lent in there." He said, now it affects me, now so it will affect you too. We don't see them things there, but Pajalo talk one thing was so true. Have we learned from all these things? Because if we be learn from waiting Esa Kuroma talk, if we be learn from waiting Minadu Vangaun, if we be learn waiting happen to Kazali, because the people that were get another revolution, wake up. They say Kazali execution. There is something deeper than waiting and tell we. There are quite a lot of things that we need to question. We'll go for bring come back. Now, yeah, person can under 50 years and they bring the case, come back, then do inquiry. We have to do these things.
And I tell you, because Maada, the man where don't in the country, you not even value education because all in qualification has been hacked. It just they go no more in na vulture, just they come in hack, like we say, the image, you know, value any institution as such. So far, they, in fact, most of them they suffer under shed lamp technology. They burn a lamp, they land, they suffer. Some of them they go even change their name. They work under people and for them get an education. Now they still do today. They embrace Maada Bio for let it disrespect and abuse. When Maada, you know, get the only title when Maada get. Oh, na dondo. Now, somebody can talk say, oh, first master the nature, so make us to be man. He well educated past Maada, not because Maada be president. It's because if stand a party, they put on they take in qualification of education, make you get that position there. The one they will sabi me, they don't say me man is well educated past Maada Bio. He well educated past Maada Bio. And they make it a value education. And no way see they do. Maada no value education. Because
he not value human being, period. He not value mortal man. He not respect mortal man. He not value humanity. He not value life.
Woman, they talk publicly for well-educated people in Salone. Say me man a coup d'etat. Nobody able to plan and they clap for them back.
They get PhD ban coup d'etat.
Look one boy way now be very vocal. They support Maada Bio in the West. When they do all the bad things them. You know, we're not elect for call name, but when it's necessary, we go call name. That boy there, I don't know what I did, and they call Andoma Williams. Now him, I don't know what he meet am. He not get the support wey be the expect say he go get where he support all the support. So then definitely he's a Yeleba. After wey don alahala for Marabio all, he not get the support wey he waiting. He was so heartbroken. He come na public, he begin to announce how Marabio no better, how they let am down, how they foolish am, how they this. No, they're not foolish you now, you foolish yourself.
And they tell you, I don't know who started
You
that
know,
once
you
again in
know,
the corner of
Imran,
Yes.
Doctor, whosoever.
Eh.
You know, because you know the worth of education.
a
The woman
good,
self, they
a
just go
good
there
way you come with this
honorary
Doma
position.
issue.
People in the title for them. Waiting to do with people in a salon.
We people will go change them. Now the job will they do so. Would
Like
that
in
feel
power.
say what they talking about for nothing there? You don't understand why they make from class 1 to university. Because you ain't able to learn all thing one day, so now step by step.
Well, him dey claim wey he want for
Una,
poison people in mind. He say in a chimney, you name Doma Williams. To start with chimney man on Williams. Then the name where you get when I first name Doma, it mean close, Domi. You know? So there is nothing about you where na chimney. At the beginning, 2018, if you can read that boy day, if you can read him, but where is he now?
They don't they look at what he been they say. Because whatever he was saying was meaningless. What thing that they look at is he end up for sure the true nature of the majority of Sierra Leoneans.
Yeah, let's agree with you.
We make we not get good leaders in the country. People will only support somebody because they want some benefits from
They
it.
want Mondop and the condone.
That's
Yeah,
wrong.
that's
If
it.
you want to support somebody, support them because you believe they go can make a change. When the change happen, if you are man enough, go out there and work and make a living for yourself.
yeah.
You don't need for depend on somebody. Nigerians, then get all them problem now in country, but one thing I respect about the Nigerian, they don't depend much on politicians. They go out there and work and make a living for themselves. Now I make Nigerian economy, they go before. We now everybody, you want on politician.
Because at the only place where they thief, nobody know they ask you questions.
Fine.
Yes. So Papa, I make no more. I just call for that give me contribution.
Okay,
as
man.
Thanks
Thank you.
very much. You have to come often, and we call upon every Sierra Leonean, anyone we get
no value.
we get we get something I fook for talk about the injustices the way they happen at Sierra Leone. Please una call. We not a sense of person. The only thing is we not allow you for let you be vulgar. We not support vulgarity. But anything where you feel to say na injustice, where you observe, where you know but let's talk about it. That's part of healing. Let us not push them under the carpet. So anybody today now one day we are so happy. Make anybody, whether you na loco chimney, so mende crio, this line there for we all, for let we all can vent. Because that's part of the healing. Now una can vent. Una anger. It's about time for let we heal. And one way we will go heal. Now for let we get the venom out, the toxicity out. Because it don't tell where them people there they ferment hatred amongst we. And now the fermentation don't reach a point where if we not do something, eruption will take place. So it is good for let people and can vent their dissatisfaction. Do ya? Una let we talk. Una call.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
I
Well,
think we expect another call from somebody.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
God bless you. We get for open the line and allow people and for talk their mind. Let them speak their mind. Because where one of the APC politicians sick, I read the painful talk the way people and they talk. We're not nice. Because no matter how we bad, when they sick, not glad he said and they die. But people and they say that because they are angry, they're bitter. And if politicians them get empathy, then for begin to take notice of them things and they the one and when they come over for be leader.
Now we get a guest online.
Okay.
Now we allow.
All right.
You vexation with the politicians. I don't tell you, if you not take care, you go die left.
Astagfirullah. I know vex, Papa. Just they show passion.
But I just they tell them what they feel about them. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Papa, speak your mind.
Much, Mr. Java. Thank you very much. You know, Mr. Java and Imranti had a conversation, but definitely we country Salone in a crisis. Salone there in a crisis, and we get a serious case against the regime leader, when Julius Maada. So he's a regime leader, not a government leader, he's a regime leader. All right.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
You know, we all don't see how the last 6-7 years of tenure don't systematically erode the democratic foundation. Of course, we international standing as well. And this is sad for we country. It's sad for we as people. Despite the kind of rhetoric of championing a reformer or regional leadership where it like blame, but the reality in the ground, it paints a different problem portrait of in governance where they compromise the kind of authoritarian tendencies them where we see how we economy don't become so wicked. Look at all the criminal entanglements with nation don't entangle itself to. It is sad for the country.
Yeah, it is, indeed.
Well, the point at issue is if people get the government they deserve. I am saying it without malice because if the people of Sierra Leone then get that level of awareness for saying no, enough of this, let us begin to look at things from a different dimension, I think it will change. But whilst some of us are looking at what should be done, others are glorifying and deifying nonsense. And now then people here will get for talk to, and if we get for get them together for listen to we, I think we get for be very strategic. That man we no understand. If you want change them for understand, how you they talk to them if we appeal to them? We get a structural problem in Sierra Leone, and that structural problem is connected with what we call ethnicity. All the problems of tribalism in Sierra Leone, all the problems of political crisis in Sierra Leone, they deeply rooted in we cultures that we inherit from certain ethnicities. If we get forget them people they for understand we get forget a reason why then for move away from that culture.
True.
I keep in low then I want to wake you up because I know the depth of the crisis. It's a very deep crisis here. And I will tell you, gentlemen, something. The way in which things done they go since 2018. If we not try to get this thing corrected in the next 24 to 36 years, Sierra Leone will break down into an ethnic crisis.
Right.
And if that happens, it's going to spread globally. You know why? The Sierra Leonean diaspora, we was past the one day.
Oh, you telling me?
You know why we was? Plenty of we They pull we right from the bush, bring we na Europe because we come under resettlement.
Mhm.
You don't come house for tell nobody they get paid now able buy motoka. So nobody know for tell her anything. Even now they don't fit tell me now. Now I make a keep off Boku Sierra Leone business. Trying to
Yes,
advise
I
people,
think-
Abologo we boyana Europe. What you want tell me? I say, all right.
And are you believe me, Cam?
Well, when the thing go, it camp and come, then they call you, hey, the pa, you there, I say, Adebu.
Yeah.
And then I'm in corner. You understand? We can forget tolerance and patience. Sierra Leone is in deep, deep, deep trouble. But we don't seem to realize the depth of the problem. And what it make them worse is that even within the political parties, then self inside they don't understand the depth of the crisis. That is why in a small country like Sierra Leone, every day they see new person they grab, I want to be president, me na flag bearer. All right,
Yeah,
but
man.
we who they take the lapa now, we na lapa bearer. It's a deep
You know,
crisis. It's a very
Mr.
deep
Javo,
crisis.
Mr. Javo, you did make very, very brilliant points. And you and MMT are always like the insightfulness on they bring into the program, the energy on they bring. You know, you just draw me back.
Mhm.
Okay. You just draw me back into a clip, a video clip where I watched a few days ago.
Mhm.
Okay. When this regime leader, we know Maada been celebrating ECOWAS chairmanship now, the State House or presidential lodge. I don't know if you don't come across that clip there.
I not see am because
Okay.
this me
Just-
I don't see another looking video. The land not go the cost am too much.
Okay.
I mean
Yeah, it gets
You better you get a woman, left the woman and if not maybe get a woman, don't take the woman.
Yeah, it clearly make a mockery of electoral justice. Imagine on camera, you as a head of state, this man know exactly the manner in which he came into governance. He came into governance with extensive electoral malpractices, vote rigging, judicial interferences, suppression of opposition voices. We saw that happening. When this man sit down or team up at that particular podium that day, it make a mockery of electoral justice. And when you even look around people and we come for celebrate with them, they see diverse faces. These are just party loyalists.
Yeah.
Military men and police officers with their families and, cabinet members and their families. They see diverse
The
faces.
man never make ceremony. We openly invite other people from other parties.
Hey brother,
One day,
you see, you use vocabulary the way you make the man look semi-righteous. The man no rig election. This then when I say person in the rig elections.
talking man. In voice they far.
Okay.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Right. So look at the manner in which he was celebrated. A handful of people who that and see soldier man them dressed like like the days of independence. Paint them, shoot them, then boot them, and all the rest of it. Just see the level of people around this man that day. This just take me back to this lady, Michaela Samba, a very brilliant young lawyer, will describe some of her cabinets as a climate of sycophants. And I believe that description they really match. They match people and of course, because when we think about all NTR where they go on, you as a head of state, you know exactly the allegations that will surround you in your 2024 presidential election, 23 rather presidential elections, right? And for making it up at that particular side, that particular podium, they make mockery of people where they advocate for electoral justice. Do you know what? To me, it sounds like this man just they ignore then domestic dissenting voices, the independent voices where they call for electoral justice, where they call for transparency in electoral systems in our country, and it's really, really troubling. This is troubling.
Well, I would look at it from another side, sir.
I mean, they talk, you stop me, and I think I should be replying because I will try for say something. But anyway, go on.
What in are they looking from?
Yes, sir.
Julius Maada Bio, they find solace in crowds. The only time way they talk now, when he get tribal crowds around them, he feels safe for talk. But he of himself is a coward. One of the reasons why they travel plenty, the other reason they were not to business, then they investigate that, is that the guy does not trust staying in or living in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
You understand? So when he's around people he feels comfortable with, he can't say anything. But all the things they say all the time, now things the way you go look and say now unethical speeches.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is very unethical.
Yeah, he is.
Everything about him is surrounded by lack of ethics and morality.
Oh yes. I totally agree with you on that note.
These are the things that I see and listen to. That's why most of the time when they talk, I don't listen to them. I say, but personally, they can't pollute my energy with nonsense.
You know, Mr. Jallo, I think the most damning thing again, now Salone emergence one as a narcotic transit.
We are. And one thing Sierra Leoneans should understand, there is more than one narcotic gang operating in Sierra Leone.
Oh yes. It's a cabal.
And it is something that they have started investigating since 2019.
It's a syndicate.
Yes. They will gradually get there, and people will be surprised as to the number of people, the diversity of people involved, because it's going to affect all the political parties.
Yes.
You know, waiting me, brother talk, I say you make Maada Bio look like semi-righteous. The vocabulary then when you give him, you talk, say, a rig election. Maada Bio no rig election. You know, because person where they rig, now people are way subtle. And when you say somebody subtle, you know, they make them obvious. You know, they do and kele, you know. In the way do I be blatant, it be right in front of we face. It not do with discretion, no. It do and bang bang. Why? Because the man not get order, the man a thug. Anything where they do now by force. It not do with skills. Because a lot of people they can do and they say, that man they rig the election, now so then do then Ben them, then this. He not Ben them. He go, he take camera, so all man they watch like how segmented they catch fall. You know, they hide. You know, everybody know, the whole world knows, say, the election, what they do, they not talk for, say, in some places. You see the description, I wish Pajalo be get them handy, the description where European community describe the elections. That description, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. And the man not even get remorse. For make it can't him up, it make a mockery of electoral justice. Where even the people in the ECOWAS, all the ECOWAS states, then they question illegitimacy. Sierra Leone, they don't talk about that, but we not do nothing. We left and they.
Because we get the government we deserve, my friend.
You know,
the one they will be for start the process for control the whole thing.
Mr. Jallo just used the right adjective for describe, we regime leader where is a lack ethics. About a leader will not lack ethics. Now you go grab among all important things. You go open disco.
Because you know why? Now for the drugs them whether they bring and sell. Now business plan.
Not to say a research center you go commission, not to say an industrial kind people commission this go.
We be don't commission. You remember that old boats we go commission. Marabi, if you get all matter, those if you the commissioner. If you get canoe, all canoe in the commissioner.
Yeah, it's a laughing stock.
The man not get tapped. He not get tapped too.
Of international isolation to the edge of international collapse. We did at the edge.
Well, the collapse, I think we did it. The isolation, it's not an isolation. It's like if you and your neighbor there, you see your neighbor, they do bad to him, picking them. You don't call on a corner, you talk to them. The neighbor still not agree for left. There'll come a time they take a nonchalant attitude, not to so.
Yeah.
That not mean say you isolate them, because the neighbor they go the mile way enough for go. Now you first they call police for them, not to so.
Yeah.
Well, that's the situation of Sierra Leone internationally. And I go tell you this now, my dear brother.
Right.
If Sierra Leone is at this level, the APC is responsible for that.
Totally.
The APC, they are colluding with Julius Maada. The reason why then they collude with him, I don't know. It may be fear, where nothing said necessary for make you get him if you are a politician. It may be they are conniving over certain things to control certain resources. It may be they have an agreement, because even the transition of power between Tijan Kabayan and Eskroma, I have always looked at it as something where some kind of secret agreement took place.
Maybe dodgy.
A dodgy. I'm not saying Eskroma not win election, but knowing the SLPP for what they are, the violence where they sidumpa. For Mecca and Eskroma take power 2007, nothing happened. There was some form of agreement.
And that election day, there were claims, a lot of claims say.
Then they take the claims and they tell you say, yeah, they tell you not the truth. The reason, the ground reason why Julius Maada is behaving the way he's behaving, he knows he has a gang of people around him who will stop at nothing to use violence.
Right.
You understand? And whether we like it or not, the SLPP has always demonstrated violence in Sierra Leone. If there was that smooth transition in 2007,
I think if we are to be fair, I think both APC and SLPP, both the party, they're violent, period.
SLPP more violent.
Well, then get what do they call this business for organized. They get organized violence, while they get individual within.
Anyhow, we call her now. They are more violent.
You know, Mr. Jallo and Ebansi, just I believe in the comment section earlier, maybe half an hour ago, I did make a comment where I described you as a doer persona, right? And that's exactly the way this man be. Because when you look at the kind of rhetorics where this man they make on international stages, right? The kind of talk with this man they made, the kind of bluff on international stages. Yeah? And within the happen at the ground, these are two different things. This man they boast of human rights, they boast of encouraging free speech in our country. Look how it also suppress the civic space in our country.
Political space don't narrow.
People, friends, close ally, close colleague, where till today, they don't even know that they keep them just because of a post or just because of a public criticism. These are the same man where they claim on international stages in front of TV cameras the champion free speech.
I will tell you one thing. What is
It is
different
silence
between
dissenting voices.
the...
You don't weaponize all in state institutions just for go against people that we consider say these are my critics.
Yeah, but anything will get beginning again.
Again, yeah. Every road get junction.
Okay.
Road long take get junction.
Pusa we don't reach. They don't push the people into the wall. You cannot push them through the wall. Whether they like it or not, citizen action will begin at Sierra Leone.
I believe so.
What we not want is let citizen action not be one of violence.
Right.
You understand?
Mhm.
Let citizen action be one of constructive part to finding a solution to Sierra Leone's problem. Because we people are so traumatized that if we bring violence in the forefront, we are finishing Sierra Leone for a long time.
Well, so far me see this man a disposition in all the cases that where people in protest. Now here in the security forces they stand the violence. And there is a video where I get where a policeman they talk for say, Salone people now for shoot one no more. Where a police officer says something like that, and he be there in the uniform, they're not sacking, they're not doing nothing. He's still in at the force. What did they tell you? You see, we get some fundamental breaches that when they take place, we're not supposed for they happen. You know, a police officer publicly inside Keke, he talk that. You see, I mean, they talked to somebody the other day, maybe they talk about August 10. Hey, August 10, then kill people. Yes, because now few people in come out. Because now be the east, when some people talk for say, the western people them, they not be moved, they not do nothing. And upline people they not be moved, they not do nothing. If the percentage of people them be reach about, if it's 60% of Sierra Leonean, that's different you will be talk by now. But unfortunately, not just a small people them, and mostly from the eastern parts of Freetown, not to something way spread across the country. If it had been so, not enough will happen. But Maada you no bad past the chess school. Maada you no bad past Henry Louis 16.
Waiting at they say the war trauma are the most devastating destruction of Sierra Leone. The generation of young people today, they all suffer from that trauma because post-war trauma healing never take place in Sierra Leone. The violence all they see in Sierra Leone today, now manifestation of that post-war trauma. Now that makes some of we they talk and we they talk say will not take the route of violence. Because if we go that route, Sierra Leone will suffer for a long time to come. This was the route that Somalia went. Wait till today then they suffer. Ethiopia almost go that route, but then catch up quick after the fall of Emperor Haile Selassie. They were lucky at that time. Menjitsu was able to take over control. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, if we say now go that route today, we'll therefore look at who is going to be the leader. And if you ask me, within Sierra Leone, I don't see anybody who get that capacity for unify Sierra Leone. I don't see them. So now we use the route where we sensitize people, and maybe we use legal route for see change happen. The APC disappointed Sierra Leone by not using the legal route. That would have brought the change we wanted.
APC disappointed themselves because now nobody don't look at them as a party. I in particular don't look at them as a party.
Well, it's not about me. Whether APC there or not, I don't care. That's you'll be concerned about.
You know.
I don't know. We get a call from England.
Okay, perfect.
La accept them.
Thank you very much, my brother. Come again, please.
Hello? 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 Are you not talking?
Then the reception inside there.
Not a reception. The person there online in all the talk. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, this is Redemption TV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Welcome, bro. You are welcome.
Online. Yes, sir. I dey call from London, sir. I don't dey
Okay.
watch you now. I dey follow now. But I get seen them where they bug me because me na young man. And they come up and I don't dey watch you now where una can scatter history. But I get seen them where they bug me about Salone. Once I don't watch Mr. Jallo and you, Imran T, when they do analysis for how the political structure come about in Salone, you know, coming from colonialism to independence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think over this thing, them political party there. I know based on my own objection, my own analysis, I don't feel see them go able free Salone. Because all the political party they will gain a Salone, especially the two major ones, the APC and SLPP. You know, they all now a back from colonialism, you understand? And then two parties then they one time Mr. Jallo they say the leadership structure of them party then they trace back to colonialism, wherein them paramount chief them people them way them people them begin influence now the country with land book. Now then come and can occupy them political party there. And when you look at slavery, who that them be the sell people them? Them paramount chief they sell now don't be selling people them to slave, you understand?
I like this. I love her.
So don't they above me, don't they mourn me? I don't feel say Africa, in particular Salone, they go be free from political structure, you understand? Then secondly, I just want to throw light on them thing there. Secondly, these two parties, APC and SLPP, you know, SLPP don't they do too much when it comes to violence in Salone. It's what they come up with in a school. If you get one person in a class where they bully all the time, if you don't stand up against them one day, you self hurt them. Then if you say, bang this man, he able to hurt me hard, and all they stop. We see all the coups in a Salone now against APC. You understand? Mm-hmm. Now they don't come back. All the things the way they don't do, all the things the way they don't do. So now against APC and their supporters there. So when I don't feel saying I attempt this for because I know they see anything like see within the APC. Like the leadership was right now, they're so calm. I don't feel say them will get a strong response against the wire, even if they assume governance. I don't want to take kuna time, but I don't think they are they bug me too much, bro.
Well, bro, go get the aspirin and the paracetamol where you need. Pajalo, now they want that. Deal with it.
You know, all within this young man say correct.
Totally.
But as the topic they go today, now the reason this will bring this topic, it don't reach time let the people of Sierra Leone understand say that part on the constitution where say power belongs to the people. Sovereignty belongs to the people. The people of Sierra Leone for begin use them and manage them properly. We don't left the power too much to people that we're not able to manage the power for we. How we go take back with power? Therefore, ask them questions here like how this young man asked. Now for bring that awareness say, now we they determine who that they go rule we. So now we get for decide how we they elect them so that we not go get the wrong people them for rule we. A right enough way say the colonial influence they power political parties them.
Mm-hmm.
The colonial influence not only the political parties in DEPA with the intellectuals.
And the population as well.
We will say Usabi book. The colonial influence they power. The one they will they lead. The colonial influence they pan them. So we need for freedom individually. We ask them kind questions how this young man asked. We seek answer to them. Because they tell you something. A leader cannot force himself to power if he doesn't have people who support him. A leader cannot say, I am head of state if he doesn't have people who voted for him. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the people them for me we target, let them know, say, we get for change the way they think about electing people. Now we move away from that paternal way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This na me fambul, this na me paddy, this na me tribesman. Now look at, if this man be leader, what he able do we go better Sierra Leone, where we all go able live now, we buy and sell. Because we cannot make Sierra Leone wealthy if the people of Sierra Leone cannot live together, buying and selling goods and services. Government not get money. Now the buying and selling of goods and services, now they create money because now the taxes that people they pay, now they create the money. But when the government itself is dysfunctional, the state they poor.
Mm-hmm.
When the state poor, they affect the people. Light not a day, water not a day, nothing not a day. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to begin look at Sierra Leone, whether we like it or not. If we don't work to make Sierra Leone, all of us will suffer. You go can't sit down now with man country, all your life they work, go you build your house in Africa, you not get light, you not get water.
Mm-hmm.
Or they ready, then go broke them. You see, we get to look at Sierra Leone because at the end of the day, that is what is going to make our lives comfortable. If we not do that, then we are wasting time talking politics.
And the other thing I go add upon what you say, because all what you say are top notch. The other thing where I want to say to the young man we call we, sorry, I not ask him his name for make for the address him properly because it's disrespectful for just say the young man, you know. So me brother or me pikin, I beg you pardon. You know, you for ask some questions, and one of the questions where I want them me and you to ask, based on the question where you ask, the people in the APC now who are they? Now Sierra Leone. The people in the SLPP now who are they? Now Sierra Leone. You see, the problem what we get, the political party then are a vehicle, and then vehicle then then get people and filled inside and they where they are all Sierra Leone. You see, the political party now a cross section of the population. You see, the population itself has a problem. We are traumatized. The trauma not begin by the war. The trauma don't begin way before slavery. It don't begin way before the war. Poverty. A lot of people don't know how poverty bad. You see, when you in an affluent country, then like in a London, you know they will call positive can't prove which because all my will buy beef. If you talk serious, what did they laugh? Now poverty, beaucoup things them where they happen, where not for happen, na poverty. You know, person where poor. Me daddy be tell me once, I not be understand. He said, never you trust a poor man. I not be able to understand what's in the public they try for tell me. Now where I don't big man, I able to understand. Say poor man not loyal to nobody. He only loyal to himself. And the way he loyal to himself, it make friends based on the need.
Exactly.
If you need beef, they make butcher paddy. If you need somebody for fix the table, they make carpenter paddy. If you need for fix the motorcar, they make carpenter paddy. You see, they make if you need for so close, they make tailor paddy. So basically, we get problem with poverty. We get problem with the damage where slavery caused by we, the damage where colonialism caused by we, because we get a set of people and whatever they call the Bandaduma police force, where the European they use against the indigenous people them. And now who don't be the Bandaduma police? Now Sierra Leoneans. The only time where they bring reinforcements kind of country for can beat we and kill we. Now where they be fed by Bure, the forces will get na Salone not be able to buy Bure. So then go bring West Indian then come and Ghanaian forces. A lot of Sierra Leone, I don't know about that's what he studied, but the history of Baibure. When they're not able for damage Baibure, then go bring Ghanaian soldier man then come and West Indian soldier man then come for can do the balance work. So the point why they try to make to you, my brother, until we emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, we clear our minds, we decide for take back the power where relinquish the educated class, where then are the new colonialist. We'll not be ever independent too. The white man and just transfer power from the white colonialist to the black colonialist. Because we the educated one, we feel to say now we replace the black man. Because when white man left power, who they replace the white man and the class quarters. We beget quarters and where the white man and be there, where now be reservations. Now only with man and they pass the servants them. The DO, any side where you go to Sierra Leone, side the DO, they isolated. Now a compound and we call them class quarters or reservations. Where then go now, then go occupy the place. And Sierra Leoneans. And at the same method, the pattern of behavior, then carry on with. So what I'm trying to say to you, my brother, let we look we safe now we are and ask yourself some questions. Not to the party, not the problem. Now we mentality. If we change the mentality, we're not going to allow APC and SLPP for mix up with, and we're not going to able to make a new party where get the same faults them or the default line them where them party they are get. Because right now, as we do so, you form a new party. Outside the new party, they pull people in for mandam. Now the very Sierra Leoneans them. And we see NGC where they form them. All the criminals them from APC and SLPP now they go there. What do we get? Now the same corrupt result. So that is a good experiment, social experiment for sure. Say with problem, not to the political party in Sierra Leone. Like them people are all want for big flag bearer. Some people are not even sit down and look at their chances. But then they come for can be flag bearer because they want for make them notice them. They want for be in the next government. So when they can make noise so now, for make them keep them out short, then go mondo them. And where you mondo, you know they talk. Now man where get mondo, where man where get condo they get mondo. You see, so these are the things. So let we look at it holistically.
Thank God me don't turn Ashanti na lapa me get me na lapa.
You know, these are the things that we get for look at. Because if we go bring a new party, the virus of corruption, the virus of political arrogance, the virus of narcissistic behavior, the virus of thief, lie, then they can't go back. You know, so they contaminate NGC. Because that's what they know. Because you talk about the colonial, but you see the colonial people, they make both schools, it's not for chief and then picking. We were left out because we no matter. And these are the mentality where them people then get. They say then the money better pass with the young belly where the mama then get 22 months, we na 9 months. So the superior, we inferior. Until we get that now, we might say now we give them power, now we give them vested interest. And sovereignty belongs to us. We come back and demand the power. Say, we don't let and give una not do better. Now the power belongs to the people, and now we get some. Now we they send una. Now what do we want una they do? We have to assert ourselves. If we not assert ourselves, we team up, we put we foot down, and we all understand certain ideologies and principles, and every Sierra Leonean come around the table, we decide, say, we can make a law, we can
You
make
know,
some principles, and they can be brother, we make some principles them. Very important principle, ethical values. When Pajalo can talk about Snaya, and we all agreeable to them policies, and then policies, and then we follow them like a fine tooth comb. Will not go blue. Arrest.
one point where I think so for big advocate for. Before any elections in Sierra Leone, all political parties for agree to the fact that elected members of any political party forget clinics where people and they go for express their views. Whether in a councillor, you're a member of parliament, if it's possible, the state should provide the resources, like get office, let people and go there.
Then they provide the money already, bruh. I know.
They come, Imran.
Then they give them.
Imran. Where you want catch thief, man, tell her what you know. But make like you don't know. Whether than the provider now or not, if we make a legal say, every member of parliament forget a clinic. Where you not do them, the law they hold you. You understand me? They should have it. And then for make provisions, you know the other thing they for make provision for? If you are a registered political party, every year you forget convention, you forget youth training. And your training should be guided along the line of your ideology. The PPRC for monitor the kind of training where they give youths them. You know they go train them for big kamajo or warriors. You they train them for understand what in politics mean and how to apply them in a decent environment surrounded by your ideology. The third thing we'll forget clear. Every political party forget an agenda when are they concerned in national development. If this political party like Julius Maada don't make all the noise about education, if that is what the SLPP is going to be concerned about, so be it. Anything concern education, let it be their domain to research and come out with recommendations. You understand? We get for begin sanitize the way we think in Sierra Leone. Politics is not a guess game. It's a part of sane and structured progressive change. Not an issue of now God mark this for being leader. God not a babysitter for nobody. God no idol for the create problems for we. Now we they create problems by the way we think. These are the issues we need for begin address now. And these are the issues that will bring peace and unity to Sierra Leone. Institutions then they will therefore take out of politics. Institutions then they will for be politically sensitive, but if for be sane enough for teach the young generation what it mean for coexist with each other. You understand?
Yeah.
That politics of thuggery now for try wipe out Sierra Leone. For wipe out. If we not wipe out, let us be prepared for what is worse than Rwanda. I think today we don't go close to 3 hours, Paddy.
This thing where I dey talk, so I get the documents, I go send them to you. The allowance is the way MP then they get na Sierra Leone. Then get allowance for let them do surgery and get a PA and office. Just like Naya. Then get car allowance. Then get fuel allowance. Then get wardrobe allowance. Then get entertainment allowance. They even get allowance for the rent. You know? There is so much allowances. You see, the MP then are a burden for the people them. Why I call them burden? They get all the trappings of privileges, but they know they perform. If they pay them based on performance, they're not qualified for shilling, not a dime.
Well, now the people then get for force them for perform.
I will send that document to you next time. You go put them for play and for people them. Then get all these things.
Now the people them get for find out, say them people are get these facilities, but they are not using it.
That's
now the people them get for enforce, say,
Yeah.
from now on, now this we want.
Exactly. And that's what we are saying here. Now he make I go bring that nigga, put them on, give them that back then and get a weapon. Let them know say all the things then what we get now. We constitution not kalo. We constitution in not kalo. All man now for change the constitution. We problem not a constitution problem we get. We problem we get as a law. We not they use the constitution with it. Then we not they use we aid.
We get constitution problem. You know, our constitution problem. Our mental constitution are not correct.
You're not correct. And the constitution where they will not use it at all. With the user where it suits we, so we advantage. When we for use them for the benefits of the country, we not they use them. But then tell we for say the president, now the fountain of honor and justice. You don't ever see any semblance of that by any of we head of states. Papa, rest me case.
Well,
I have nothing more to say.
A fountain of honor for the people who are his friends.
Not to the word that.
A fountain of justice for the people who are his friends, not for everybody.
Me daddy,
So,
me late daddy 80th birthday. One mommy can't birthday. Me papa dey talk. He say, "Ebo, he say I work all my life for Sierra Leone. Me pension money they not they give me." He say over 20 years they not give me don't know. He say the only time where they not say you get Salone government and where you kill person. Now the mommy say, Pature, you don't make mistakes so. Now then say, what's happen, ma? He said, Pature, now first time you they talk about. He said now they're not interested if you kill person. Now where you kill them fumble. You know? Because we see that they kill people in Sierra Leone, they're not interested. Then kill one teacher when I say school, picking where happened for be the son of a minister. Your brother disappear. We are reading about what's that LEC.
fellow the way they talk so. I'm his schoolmate, Julius.
All right. Arrest me, case.
Not a small man on a big man that Bobo kill.
Yes.
So
He left Buffy.
He named Gillis Johnson.
Okay, well, thank God for that. Then that Bobo, what do they call LEC? They say the presidential pardon. You know the presidential pardon for state crime. More than a state crime. The man not even do minimum of his sentence. You left him. Man will decapitate person in the body. He kill him, he decapitate the man in body. You left him. You left him because na SLPP.
I not think say na that.
Well, what else?
Na that.
There are some heart-rending things that will don't happen in our country. We don't ever for happen.
There is something deeper than waiting and tell we but our mother day. And I'm suspecting there was some economic reason for that murder. You see, person they develop habits we not train na part of a nature. Today we are talking about Sierra Leone being a narco state, not so. Narcotism started when? The selling and transfer of narcotism or traffic of narcotism in Sierra Leone. When did it start in Sierra Leone? Do you know?
You know, starts way earlier than when it come public. Because from Kaba item, they don't depend.
From Shaka Stephen in them. And the suspect say there was some narco deal involved in that case, where they not bring to the public. And that the beneficiaries from that narco deal are highly placed politicians in Sierra Leone. Okay? I will just say that for now. Now we tell Fambul and thank you today. We don't do 2 hours. Do ya una when at the first day una come. Una thank you and welcome to this platform. Here we say it as it should be said. We are saying it as it should be said because one, I don't need nobody in support or job in Sierra Leone. I am saying it because I want the posterity of Sierra Leone for be sane and structured. I'm not saying it because somebody in political office has promised something. I don't need anybody's promise. I may not be a rich man, but I have a safe and structured life. Secondly, if we allow Sierra Leone for go the way they go, some of we they see the trouble where they come. And we not want to let that trouble come meet the poor people where they suffer. That make with the same as it should be said. Because well, they talk now, some man, if it's so they are na APC, they are na this, I don't have any sympathy for anybody. Whether me family na APC or not, me party na APC or not, it no matter. It's Sierra Leone that matters to me. And nobody can stop me from saying what I want to say. Nobody. I don't need you. I don't need you support. I don't need you patronage or whatever. And I thank you for listening to me. The new ones them do ya with a big una subscribe to the channel. The old ones them we come una like the video, una love share them, new as well as old, love share them. Because what we say here is not about political parties. It's not about partisan politics. It's about what we need to do to make Sierra Leone a better place. And we're able to make them a better place if only we get the correct vision and we embark on the correct mission. And I thank you for listening to me. I go pass them over to Mr. Touye. Let's say last word.
Famulem, unakabo, unakushe. Today, in particular, now one day we are so happy where people then call. Today, the program is very interactive, and I feel say that's the best way to go. For let we get on for come, iron out on our grievances. Let we talk about them. Let we see how we go resolve the problems. Let we see how we go mend the psychology of the Sierra Leonean. Why? Because the politicians them will get support from other countries them for let the rehabilitate people them. They eat the money. These are all the trauma where we don't go through. So I'm so happy today. And for me, last brother we call, that talk where he talk, it will make a bring next week the allowances where MP then they get. Then they pay them handsomely. Then they even give them sitting down allowance, you know. Then they get a lot of money. So they're supposed to perform. So we tell them thank you once more. All the people that wake up today, I see a lot of new people there. Kadika Max, thank you. Abu Mansare, AG Koroma, AG Koroma again, Salone Talk TV, we happen for call we and get a good conversation with we. We get Nabi Toure, he also contributed, he called. Then we think Kakun, himself called, we wanted una all plenty, thank you. We appreciate una. You see, they try for being neutral. Though it's not easy for mortal man for being neutral, but we try for be tribally neutral. We try for be gender neutral. We try for be regionally neutral. We try for be liberal because we want to bring liberalism in Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone is an extremist country. APC extreme, SLPP extreme. We not get any party in the country we moderate within at the center. And the center, now every civilized country, the country me brother, no country in the world where center past the Scandinavians them. Past Bravik way come with extreme views, but he didn't a tight place now. Make you not ever see light again.
But Bravik they come out just now. Yeah, they're not the jail person more than 12 years.
They don't go rehabilitator. So, Famulem, we thank you. We appreciate you now. Pajalo, once again, I want to say thank you to yourself. because you resilience, you sacrifice, you commitment, you devotion. I can admire you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me, Vambulem. On a good night, we go talk on Friday.
Critical Awakening in Sierra Leone, the unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests, and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos, it's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.